let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good early Friday morning. Hope everybody is doing well. I apologize in advance if y'all hear this loud lawnmower. It's right outside of my window. My lawn guy is here grooming the yard. Hope everybody is doing good. We need to get into this tea, you guys. We need to get into this tea. Thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Hold on, let me turn this mouse off and turn it back on. This thing is getting on my nerves. Hold on, I gotta turn this mouse off and turn it back on. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. All right, I see some thumbs up. Hold on, I'm trying to reconnect my mouse. Y'all ain't gonna believe this fraganaga bull. Crystal has responded or sent in her response to Korra's restraining order and harassment charges, okay? Hold on, my mouse is still not working. Hold on a second. She said, I gotta hear this. Girl, I'm telling y'all better listen. If you are easily triggered by some BS, you might want to go on and hit you a shot of whatever you want to hit, a shot of rum, liquor, I guess that's the same thing, gin, coffee, soda, whatever, honey, because as I was reading, I was like, this white lady that lost her mind. You hear me? She done lost her mind. Hold on, y'all. I got some stuff going on. Why is this doing this to me? Hold on one second, y'all. I may have to call my tech husband. Hold on one second. What in the world is going on? Oh, okay. I got it. Let me go on and put up my overlay. First of all, my disclaimer is going across the bottom, okay? This live is covered up under the Fair Use Act of 1976. This live is for the purpose of criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. I am in no way trying to defame anybody's name or infringe upon anybody's rights, okay? And I'm going to go on and say this in advance. Good Lord, hold on, my mouse is tripping. Hold on, you guys. Jay! Baby! Hold on one second, y'all. Honey. You on the phone? My mouse is tripping. It won't let me, it's doing some funny stuff. Can you come look for it? All right, hold on. My husband has to come fix this mouse because it's not letting me do what I need to do. It's causing me problems. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it, baby. All right, it won't let me put it on mute. It won't let me do it. It keeps doing this right here. You see this? It's the mouse. You don't have to close all the way out, do you? I turned it off and turned it back on already. You always do that. It's going to take a minute. I think I may have hit a button. You want a business call?
But it's okay.
Okay. How you feel? Better? Okay. Is it working now? Hit the mute, see if it'll do. All right, y'all, I'm back, honey. The kingdom came and saved the day, honey. You hear me? Because maybe I didn't know what I was doing. But you know what? Have you ever done something and it didn't work for you, and then somebody come right behind you and they do the same thing that you just did? The same thing, and then it worked? Don't it make you feel crazy, stupid, dumb? That's what my husband just did. So I turned the mouse off, turned it back on, and it didn't work for me. But he did it and it worked. Okay. Anyway, listen, y'all. Wait. Oh, shoot. It's doing it again. See? Oh, my God. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Hold on, y'all. What am I doing wrong? Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's doing it again, honey. All right, I think I might be good, you guys. Hold on, baby. Don't go nowhere. Let me see if I can pull up Safari right quick. And then if I can pull up Safari, you good, okay? I got to sign back in Unicorn. Oh, I'm good. Thank you. No, it's off. You want to check and see? Oh, okay. All right, you guys, let me know if you can hear me. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Sorry. I do apologize. My mouse was just tripping, you guys. It was just tripping, all right? But listen, it's fixed now. So thank y'all so very much for your patience. Y'all want this tea, don't you? Okay. Listen, this is Crystal responded to Korra, okay? She is tripping. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. She is definitely playing the victim card, all right? Definitely playing the victim card, all right? We're gonna go over it, okay? Everything. All right, so this was just filed this morning, or it just came available to us this morning, all right? I already did my disclaimer. I think I did everything. Did I give a shout out to my members? If I didn't give a shout out to my members, big shout out to my members. Those are the ones that's lit up in green. Y'all know I love you. All right, now let me take this banner off because I've already went over the disclosure and I don't want it in my way. So this is Crystal responding to Korra. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to, she says on here that she disagrees with the stay away order, which is baffling to me, because if a person don't want you around their kids, okay, I'm hearing no sound. Y'all can't hear me? Oh Lord. You guys can't hear me? I see no sound, no sound. All right, I see. Okay, you guys do hear me, right? Okay, I can hear you more. Okay, great. Thank you. So she actually says, I do not agree with the order requested, meaning that she automatically, right off the bat, is telling the judge, I do not agree with having to be told to stay away from Korra and Korra children. She's already saying she don't agree, which to me I find very troublesome, because if a parent do not want you around their kids, why would you even want to be around their kids? Why would you want to be around if they don't want you around their children, right? Hold on, I'm all kinds of wrong today. Let me fix this thing right quick. Why did they have me up here for 2? Hold on, let me just do that again. Discharge. Anyway, let me move this logo. I can't get it together this morning. All right, I want you guys to see everything. So she's already saying, no, I do not agree to the order requested. That's number 4, right? Let me go back up a little bit. I don't want to show her address. Okay, all right. Because let me tell you something. No, I'll tell you when I get to that part, okay? I don't want to jump the gun. Then it says additional protected person, which is number 3 was, well, it didn't have any in number 3. So I'm actually surprised that she even, she put in there additional protected person. I do not agree that the person listed in number 3 may be protected by this order, which I don't understand why she even did that, because in number 3, nobody is checked, okay? So I don't even know what she meant. But basically, she's basically telling the courts she do not agree with Korra to stay away from Korra or the girls, okay? Pretty much. Your Honor, I don't agree. I don't agree with this request. I believe that you should allow me around Korra. Y'all know she's one of Korra's biggest fans, you know? Your hater really do be your biggest fan, you know what I mean? So again, she's telling the judge, I do not agree with being kept from Korra and her children. I love them so much that I want to be around both of them, all of them, all 3 of them. Okay, that's basically what she's saying. Okay, because if a parent don't want you around their kids, why would you be around their kids? Okay. All right, let's get into this tea. All right, here we go. So there's nothing there to be seen. Okay. On number 8, she got it checked. Other orders. I do not agree to the other orders requested. So she don't agree to anything. On number 9, it says denial. I did not do anything described in item 7 of the form CH-100. Okay, that's what she's saying. She denies that she's done anything. Okay, she said I didn't do such a thing. I didn't do none of what she's saying I did. That is what Crystal is saying. Your Honor, I didn't do any of this, okay? But it doesn't stop there, because not only does she denies and rejects the stay away, she's about to flip it, honey, and blame it all on Korra and Korra supporters, baby. Honey, this lady is definitely playing the victim, okay? Let's get into this tea. So number 11, reasons why I do not agree with the orders to stay away from Korra and to stay away from Korra kids is because, all right, here we go. It says, can y'all see it or do I need to zoom in? Let me just read it. I do not personally know Mrs. Obidi Dean. However, I do know her ex-husband, Dr. Dean, through his mother. And you see how she put doctor, right? Because she wants to give Korra's ex-husband some type of credibility, okay? She knows here in America, he's not called Dr. Dean, okay? He is a chiropractor. They are not called Dr. Dean or Dr. whatever, right? She knows that. She knows that, okay? But she put that because she wants to show the judge some type of relevancy to the ex-husband. You know, names here in America carry weight, okay? You a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, a police officer, military officer, or something like that. That carries weight, okay? So she put Dr. Dean, right? Because she wants the judge to see, oh, I have a doctor on my side, okay? I know her husband, ex-husband, Dr. Dean, okay? Through his mother, right? Miss Obidi Dean has made her divorce public via several social media platforms, okay? That's what she said. She's made her divorce public. So she's already going in here on line 2, lying, okay? She knows that Justin is the one that made it public, and I hope Korra, listen, if anybody in here is in contact with Korra, I don't know if you are or not, but definitely, just send her this link so she would know some of the things. Well, she probably already know. I don't know why I keep saying that. Korra has a lawyer. Let me stop saying that. Korra has a lawyer. We have to trust the process, okay? All right? Anyway, she's already started the lie, right? Mrs. Obidi Dean has made her divorce public via several social media platforms. So what she's trying to do here is tell the judge that Korra is the one that brought her divorce issues to social media. She's already lying, okay? She says anyone can access her pages as they are public. She is a known content creator that people share and analyze her actions in everyday life as she posts it. Many people, bloggers, content creators, were and are analyzing her divorce/life. My page, Zoe, Tundra, and Izzy Shenanigans Mama, Zoe's Playhouse, are mainly about my fur kids, cooking, and everyday life, okay? So already she's saying my pages is about my everyday life and about my animals and cooking, don't have nothing to do with Korra. So she's already trying to take herself out of the loop as far as doing anything to harass, bash, or stalk Korra, right? She says, I did speak briefly on Mrs. Obidi Dean and her ex-husband, Dr. Dean. However, and she capitalized the word never once called her outside of her name. Now, I don't know, you guys. Have y'all ever heard her call Korra any derogatory names? She says, however, never once called her outside of her name, as I've witnessed so many others, okay? She says, I've never told any lies on her when I was analyzing. Anything I said of her on my page were facts that came from her mouth. Nothing was ever fabricated. I've never harassed her, called her names, not threatened her, nor her children. However, I've witnessed myself that Mrs. Obidi Dean has called me the P word, right, and the M word. She did this often, and she did it to incite violence. She spelled incite wrong and violence wrong, okay? All right? She did this often, and she did it to incite violence on her page toward me. You do not accuse someone of something so heinous as this without facts. This is why I currently have a lawsuit going on against her. She was sent a cease and desist order from my lawyer. We are still awaiting her response in this matter. She did sign for it on June the 12th of 2024. We are awaiting her response to see if she is willing to settle outside of court. If not, the matter will be taken to court in PA. All right, let me just stop there for a minute. Now, Crystal, I know you're listening to me, Crystal. You know and I know a cease and desist don't mean shit. Okay? You know she don't have to respond to your cease and desist. You trying to scare her into paying you some money, okay? And I hope she feeds you dust, okay? Korra does not need to respond to this cease and desist because it don't mean nothing. A cease and desist is a simple, can you please stop talking about me? That's all it is. It is not upheld unless a judge has signed it, okay? Which means that you would have already had to go before a judge. Just because her lawyer or her dog or her cat signed a cease and desist does not mean nothing. She don't have to sign it. She don't have to say anything about it. She ain't got to do jack nothing, okay? Nothing. She wants Korra to settle out of court with some money or whatever because she thinks Korra is dumb, okay? Korra, if you're listening to me, okay? Your auntie Amora, no, I ain't gonna even do that because I don't want them to think we really can each other, but you know, I'm just older, that's all, right? She can't get no money from you. She's bluffing you, okay? She's trying to scare you, all right? To get money. Tell her to take you to court. Tell her to go before a PA judge so they can laugh her the hell up out of there. All right? A defamation case here in America starts off at about $100,000, okay? 9 times out of 10, she will lose anyway, okay? She will go broke before proving a defamation case, period. All right? If you don't believe me, go ask Kevin Hart, baby. Kevin Hart just lost his against Tasha K. Okay? A defamation case is very hard to prove, and it takes 4 parts to a defamation in order to win, okay? So, Korra, do what I did. I got 5 cease and desist, and I ripped all them bitches up, okay? Every last one of them, I ripped them up, okay? Do not act on no cease and desist at all. I can write a cease and desist myself, so can Crystal, and so can you, Korra. You can write a cease and desist yourself as well, all right? Do not let this lady scare you. Do not settle outside of court. Her and her lawyer is probably her cat or her dog, right? They're trying to bluff you, and because you're not from America, she's trying to get money from you. Shame on you, Crystal. Shame on you. See, now, I wasn't supposed to see this. See, she think because since Korra is from Nigeria, and you know what? Why do I feel like Justin told her to do this? Huh? Why do I feel that Justin said try to get money out of her? She'll settle outside of court because she doesn't like court. So she'll settle with you and she'll give you money. Huh? Korra, a cease and desist, right, is just a nice way of saying, please, can you please stop talking about me? It is not a court order. The only time it becomes a court order, if you go before a judge and he gives you a gag order, okay? This cease and desist is a nice way of saying, please stop talking about me. Now, you can adhere to it if you want to. You can say, okay, I'll stop talking about you. Or you can continue to say whatever you want to say. But tread lightly. You don't want to just call people names, right? However, the names that you have called her, you do have to have facts to that, okay? Some of those names are a bit strong. Let me say it like that. They're a bit strong, right? But don't worry. Don't give Crystal a dime. She's trying to pull wool over your eyes, okay? Me and my lawyer waiting on a response. When have you ever had to respond to a cease and desist? I ripped that shit up as soon as I read it. I ain't never responded to one. And I got 5. This is America. Freedom of speech, honey. She don't have to listen to you. She can go block you and go to another page. Okay? So anyway, and the fact that she has never called Crystal name. Now, that's one thing I love about Korra. When Korra talks, she talks in general. She's never even called Crystal name, okay? So Crystal ain't got shit on her. She ain't never called a girl name. She never called the girl name. Crystal just tried to get money from Korra. This pisses me off because, Crystal, you should be ashamed of yourself at your old age. You should be ashamed of yourself trying to get money from this 30-year-old woman, 30-something, whatever-year-old girl or woman. You should be ashamed of yourself. She tried to take advantage of her. She thought that Korra was going to get scared. See, let me tell you something. I believe Justin Hands is in this because I believe Justin still thinks Korra is the scared little Nigerian girl that he brought to the U.S. So he thought she was going to cower, right? Cower and say, okay. Well, is 10,000 okay? Girl, don't give Justin nor Crystal a dime. Not a dime. Anyway, let me finish. See, still, oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, anyway. All right, she said, we are still waiting a response in that matter. I can't believe she actually said, we're still waiting a response. A cease and desist don't mean jackety jack. Oh, wait a minute. She said she's trying to get 40,000 from me and 40,000 from Korra. Oh my God. So she want Korra to pay her $40,000. Girl, bye. Crystal, the career criminal. Send me a cease and desist, Crystal, so I can come online and read it in front of everybody. Honey, do that. She should be ashamed of herself. Ashamed of herself. See, I'm going to tell you, Korra's biggest defense, even though, the proof is in the pudding. She got the pictures and the videos. But she needs to print out Crystal's entire background check, criminal record, and have it with her when she goes before the judge. You hear me? Because I would. And the judge started reading how she has harassed people several times, multiple times, over and over again. I cannot believe she's trying to do this to a young woman, right? Single mother. She's trying to take money from her, right? Trying to scare her to settle outside of court. Hell no, we want to go before the judge. We ain't settling outside of no courts. We're going before the judge because I need the judge to know what you done already did, okay? Huh? You got to be out your mind, girl. Anyway, let's continue, honey, before I start turning up over here, all right? We are still awaiting her response in this matter. She did sign it on June 12, 2024. We are awaiting her response to see if she is willing She's willing to settle outside of court. Hell no, she ain't settling. She ain't settling outside of no damn court. If not, the matter will be taken to court in PA. Well, you can't do it then. Take her to court. Take her to court then. You and your cats. Your cat dog, okay? Justin is behind that. To my knowledge, Mrs. Obidi has no medical proof of anything happening to her beautiful children. The FBI was at my house in February of 2024 to discuss this. As that time when he had left, he was closing the case when he got back to his office, as he saw nothing malicious. I have a normal life with a whole bunch of harassment charges, right? That ain't normal, right? I am not a mean and hateful person where your record says differently. I love children, spend time with my grandson daily. Now, I thought somebody told me that she wasn't allowed to be around her grandchild. Are we talking about the same lady? Is this a different lady that we're discussing on here? Because I thought she wasn't allowed to be around her grandson. Anyway, it says, I spend time with my grandson daily. Mrs. Obidi fans, also known as the Koreans, have been harassing me daily, calling the FBI and the police. Mrs. Obidi Dean was in Nigeria at the time this false accusation came about. She did not leave. She continued to stay in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it took her weeks to file a restraining order. Okay, right here it says, she wants no fee for filing. I have requested that I not be required to pay the filing fee because the person in number one claimed in Form CH-100 items to be entitled to free filing. And she says, I request that I not be required to pay the filing fee because I am eligible for a fee waiver. Okay, so she don't want to pay the fees. And she's also asking for court costs to be paid for by Korra. Okay, lawyer fees and court costs. So she's asking for lawyer fees and court costs. So I don't think she has a lawyer. Let me look right quick to see if she has a lawyer. Hold on. Let me see, does she have a lawyer? Right quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if this girl has a lawyer. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I guess it is what I meant to do. Nope, she does not have a lawyer at all, okay? She does not have a lawyer. Let's go back. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. She's asking for court fees, lawyer fees. Now, let's get into the nitty gritty. All right. Now, where did we stop at? We stopped off at, she did not leave. She continued to stay in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it took her weeks to file a restraining order. And she only filed due to her Koreans pressuring her, okay? I've also been accused by Mrs. Obidi Dean, or by Obidi Dean, and her sister Nancy Uma, and her Koreans of selling pictures, sharing pictures on social media, which I have never, and she emphasized the word never, done such a thing. She says, Obidi Dean fans went as far as making a fake page, see Exhibit 1, very similar to the name of my page. They did this to harass me daily. Her fans posted a Photoshop picture, see Exhibit 2, of my head in a man's body in an orange jumpsuit. Look, you can see the hands. They are of a man. This is how her people has been harassing me. She is here today saying I've been harassing her. Obidi Dean fans harass my significant other, calling him at his job, posting a picture of him and I on their page, see Exhibit 3. Another of her fans, Lady A, is also been harassing me, calling me a stalker, see Exhibit 4. It is my understanding that Mrs. Obidi Dean fan blogger Carol Marshalls, also known as Facebook as Simply Sweet Peach, Simply Sweet Peach, and several other aliases, along with Kimberly Sue Baker, also known as Kimmy Kim. Kimmy! Kimmy girl, she got your name all up in here, Kimmy. Kimmy, she done put your name all up in this thing, girl. Also known as Kimmy Kim, Madam's PI. We Move, Was, and also several other aliases. To my knowledge, these two ladies is whom shared any pictures of the children in mention. How did they get it? How did they get from your phone? How did they get it? Is she not thinking? How did they get it? Huh? Did they take the photos? Because she's saying that somebody else shared the photos. How did they get it? Huh? What? Okay. It has been stated, it has even been stated in a social media live video that Mrs. Baker made the statement that she edited the photos. Huh? No, that photo I have ain't it. My question today is, why hasn't Mrs. Obidi Dean obtained a restraining order on either of these two ladies, as they are the ladies who supposedly are the ones showing of pictures, telling people to inbox them, and they will send them the pictures to send to the FBI, Your Honor. I did not share or sell pictures of anyone's children on my Facebook profile pages. It is widely known that the children in mention have been shown nude on social media platforms of Korra Obidi and a few of her blogger friends, as mentioned above, and several others, which to my knowledge belongs to Chukwufanya Obidi Dean. Most recent episode was July 1st, 2020. Late evening, Mrs. Obidi Dean was talking to a gentleman on a live video, and this live video lasted a little longer than an hour. However, around the 32-minute mark, baby A was behind her mother, Obidi Dean, naked. The world saw her completely naked, exposing her buttocks all the way to her head, with approximately 1,200 people viewing Obidi's live video. Baby A then came across the back of Obidi to walk out from the video view again. We saw a naked side view of baby A. You could tell Miss Obidi Dean knew this by the look on her face, but continued her live with this man. Later, approximately 4 hours later, she did in fact remove the video. If you contact Facebook, I'm sure they can obtain this for you. This is long and short. This is the long and short of all of this. There has been at least 3 other instances where Mrs. Obidi Dean had exposed her children's nudity on social media. One of the occasions was just prior to the July 1 incident. Baby J was sitting with her mother, Obidi Dean. Mother zoomed in on baby J, the JJ area. April the 20th, 2024, this incident happened. This has Justin written all over it, honey. I'm telling you, this has Justin written all over it. And not only that, not only does it have Justin written all over it, even if she did, this her damn child, you have no right taking and distributing photos of her child naked. That don't even make sense to me. Anyway, let's continue. There was another, okay, so she said another incident on September 27th and another incident on September the 2nd of 2022. There was another, however, I'm not exact on the date. These can all be proved. I can provide the courts with the evidence at a later date if need be. Mrs. Obidi Dean also had her physical address listed at the title of many of her social media live videos. See Exhibit 5. When the mother zoomed on baby J crouch area, this was very disturbing to watch. Many people were upset. She did it. Anyway, Many people were upset, and she later did remove the video. I have not spoken nor analyzed Mrs. Obidi Dean on my page since around December 2023. Prior to that date, I never incited violence, never told people to attack or harass Obidi Dean in any way. I only told people to call CPS if they felt the children were being neglected or placed in danger. Like, who are you to tell somebody that, right? Who are you? Anything I've said about Obidi Dean was only an analysis. I'm not understanding where Obidi Dean states that I sabotaged her business opportunities. As with her actions on social media, she gets approximately 800 to 1,000 views at any given time. She threatens her fans and others on her lives, wishing death, cancer, etc. upon them and their families. The world has witnessed Obidi Dean telling people to unalive themselves. She does not take criticism well from anyone. She calls the people watching her videos goats, ashwas or ashawos, Nigeria slang for a hoe, prostitute, and many other slang terms. This itself is ruining her business opportunities. She is doing this to herself. Judge, this is getting overwhelming with the amount of harassment that I have gotten from her fans. Another fan, Esther Ochoga, also known as King Esther, see Exhibit 6, post about the previous restraining order that Obidi Dean has been filing. Seems social media knows before anyone. Yeah, we know how to sign in, chick. I've been harassed by Obidi Dean's sister, Nancy Uma, her fan Sonia Obidi, page called I Don't Care, Lady A. Sonia! Girl, Sonia, are you in here, girl? Are you in here, Sonia, honey? She put you in the court paper, child. Woo, child, I wish she put me in here because, honey, I'll be in court with her. I'll be in court, you hear me? Woo, Jesus. Lady A, just to mention a few. It's been stated, and Obidi has also stated that I have felonies on my record. I do not, nor do I have any child crime, drugs, or alcohol. These fans of hers could, we're going to have to check again. Who you been harassing? Has it been all adults? We'll have to look again, right? These fans of hers continues on a daily basis under Obidi's words to state that I am a M and a P, and these are just a few of the names that they have called me. And this is the reason we have to file the defamation on Miss Obidi. This girl is so funny. She's so funny. I had to recently do a police report on one of her fans, and the police are investigating with a detective. Enough is enough. Obidi Dean is exploiting her own children on social media. This has Justin written all over it. With showing the nudity of her children, posting her physical address, etc. Doing all of this knowing there is a court order in place by your own judge, Nord. He has an order in place that's not true though. He has an order in place that the children should not be shown on social media by either parent, and to my knowledge, it has not been changed as of yet. Why would you know your knowledge, girl? Woo. Your Honor, Mrs. Obidi is abusing the American court system. Lord, that white privilege, honey, she trying to throw that white American privilege all up in this court order. Shame on you, Crystal. Shame on you, baby. Mrs. Obidi is abusing the American court system. Do you hear me? She capitalized A and the M in American, honey. She put emphasis because she wants the judge to know she don't belong here. That's that racism. That's that hidden ass racism. You understand what I'm saying? That's that hidden ass racism, Crystal. Honey, Woo! Child, I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, Your Honor, Crystal, I promise you. Jesus. Okay, I'm more just read the damn thing, girl. Your Honor, Mrs. Obidi is abusing the American court system. I have not analyzed Obidi Dean since around December 2023, and when I did, it was very minimal compared to what others are doing. I have witnesses show up at the 2 past court appearances, and because their names were listed as witnesses for me, they have been harassed by Obidi Dean and her fans. People need to move on. I wish both Obidi Dean and her ex-husband, Dr. Dean, well. I pray for them both and their children. I pray they can co-parent without the social media world being involved. I would also like to make it known that I have never had any intentions of visiting California again. My friend that was residing there is now back in my state. Your Honor, I ask that you deny this restraining order. I did not do such a heinous thing that I am being accused of, and I ask that you instruct Mrs. Obidi Dean to please stop with the harassment, slander, and defamation, and ask that she is ordered to tell her fans, the Koreans, and family members to also stop harassing and slandering. Miss Obidi is allowing this behavior from her fans. What? She can't tell somebody what to do. Allowing this from her fans and actually coercing them to continue to harass individuals and myself. I have obtained a therapist who diagnosed me with PTSD since Mrs. Obidi Dean has filed numerous restraining orders. I want to move past this and live my life. Thank you. This damn Karen. You hear me? Karen! This is a Karen, baby. You hear me? This is Karen. Karen. Let me explain who Karen is. Karen is a white woman in America, right? That think that she can do shit, right? And then hide her hands and get away with it. And play victim, right? And cry for the justice system to be on her side. This is Karen. Now, all white women in America are not Karens, but she is. She's a Karen. She likes to do stuff, and now she wants to flip it all the way around and play victim. You hear me? Do you hear me? She said, now this is how you do with real documents, no sugarcoating. Girl, you better know it. You know I'm going to read it, honey, and you know it. You hear me? This is ridiculous, you guys. I know y'all mad. I know people that have been following this. See, let me tell you something. I don't know everything Crystal done. I only know a little bit of what you guys have told me. Now, I'm going to drop the link, and I'm going to let a couple of y'all come up here and tell me exactly what this lady did, because this lady said she ain't done nothing. Okay. I'm going to drop the link. I don't have a call-in number yet, but I'm going to get one real soon, okay? I got to figure out how to do it. But I want somebody to tell me what exactly did this lady do, because I've heard that she, harassed her, bashed her, stalked her, called CPS on her and stuff like that, right? But this Karen says she has done nothing. Not a thing. You hear me? Nothing. She name dropped. Let me tell you what Karens do, honey. They name drop a lot of people because they like to point fingers at others. They like to point fingers at others so the fingers won't be pointed back at them. Okay? I got Kim Baker coming on the stage, you guys. Okay? All right, Kim, honey. Kim, she got your name all up in this document right here. How you doing today? Your mic is, hold on, let me turn your mic.
I'm sorry. I had to stop working to get on here. Oh, girl, I am fuming. Let me tell you what. She a damn liar. I got proof. I got proof that she sent that stuff over social media. She might not have posted it on Facebook, but she done did lives on WhatsApp. She sent pictures through Messenger. This is nothing but lies. She wants to bring me in there. She better bring my ass to court. I'm waiting for her lawyer, her fake lawyer, and I'll say it over and over. Her fake lawyer called me, okay, and left a message from a blocked number, so I didn't answer it. Left a message. Hi, Kim. This is, she used her first name, which a lawyer doesn't
Lawyer
damn
is going to call you from a blocked number. That's
right,
not
and then say, hi, Kim. This is so and so. I heard there's a police investigating you. Please, please, please call me back. Seriously, I posted the message. I called back immediately because I already went to the Better Business Bureau and looked up Cape Law Firm because her lawyer's in California. She's in Pennsylvania. You can't represent somebody in a different state, okay? They don't even represent people in Pennsylvania. So I called the number back and I got somebody in some foreign country that barely could speak English. And I said, oh, well, I'd like to speak to her. Oh, let me see if she's busy. Yeah, she's not available. And I go, really? That's odd. She just called me. And
so
she
she's
goes,
trying to
oh,
extort money then, because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to blackmail. She's trying to blackmail Korra to scare her, really, to
yeah,
give money.
she sent the same letter to me. The first one demanded $30,000, and then the second one demanded $40,000. That's why she's telling everybody she won, because she thought that, oh, me and Korra were just going to write her checks for $40,000. Here you go, Crystal. Thanks for dragging our asses for the last umpteen, months, years.
Her cease and desist came with, you better pay me money or I must take you to court.
Yes. It said
and
that,
she really
she has PTSD and all kinds of stuff, and that you can settle out of court in 14 days. Just send $40,000. So I called the lawyer back, and I said to the said secretary in another country, if you go to BBB, it says you can hear chickens and everything when you call back these secretaries. They don't even speak English. And then she says, well, I can have her call you back. And I go, you can do that, but tell her to unblock her number. She goes, well, we can't do that. Can she email you? And I go, sure, she can.
Your phone went out. Or is it mine? Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, do you hear me? Did it go
out?
Yeah,
I hear you. Okay. So she says, can she call you back? And I said, certainly, if she unblocks her number. Otherwise, we're just going to play phone tag. She goes, well, maybe I could have her email you. I said, well, she can email me, but I'm not going to answer. I've already answered the email of the cease and desist. I don't live in Modesto, California. And then she goes, oh, I could see where you're confused. And I said, oh, I'm not confused at all. I said, have her give me a call. That was 3 weeks ago, Amora. I haven't received a call back.
Let me say that again because you went out a little bit, Kim.
Oh, I said, I told her to call me back and unblock her number. And she said they couldn't do that. Okay. That she would email me. And I said, no, I'm not going to answer an email. And she said, well, basically they couldn't do that. But that was 3 weeks ago. And I haven't heard back from the said lawyer. But if you go to the BBB and look up Cape Law Firm, it isn't even a lawyer that represents you. They help navigate you through the court system. Like they'll say, oh, go file this or go file that. That's it.
I cannot believe this lady. She's pulling a Karen, right? She's pulling.
I know.
Karen.
Absolutely.
The audacity, the gall for her to sit here and say, and she wants Korra, right? To order her fans, order her fans, right? To stop harassing this lady, right? Now I don't know how she got involved or anything, because I wasn't covering this story back then. But at what level did she harass outside of going to her house in California? What else did she do?
She called June's school. She called June's school and complained about Korra going on a field trip and filming other children. She went on her page.
What? She called June's school?
Yep, and she complained that Korra was on live and that there could be kids there in the witness protection program, and it's illegal to film.
She called Junie's school?
Yep. She also called Home Depot and had other people calling. I have text messages from people where she said, call Home Depot. Claiming that she stole plants outside. Home Depot's phone was...
I'm pretty sure you did.
I see all the texts. I see them. I have them all. More.
She called Home Depot and said, and did she get, did they do anything to Korra?
No, because you know what? When all that was going on, I called Home Depot and talked to the manager because she was posting left and right that, you know, it was being investigated, and they said no, and our phones are blown up. We were wondering what was going on. She paid for those plants before she went outside and got them.
Somebody said she called a courthouse. She called a courthouse and said,
listen, she called the courthouse and said that she was filming in the courthouse. I have text messages from people that she spoke to back then where she was saying, call the courthouse. Call the courthouse. She's in there right now. Yes, she was asking her people in her group to do it. Also, that file.
Immigration, Lord Jesus. Y'all to put it on the floor. I'm about to fall out over here. Somebody said she called immigrations. She called the police. She called a courthouse.
Yep,
She called Home Depot. She called Junie's school.
When she did the belly dancing thing at the restaurant, she called there. She also wrote a write-up on their website and said that she was at the restaurant and was appalled. Her message is still up there. You know how they have reviews at restaurants. She can't deny any of this stuff.
Oh
He deleted 17 months off her Facebook to try to hide what she's done. And then she claims she's taken my ass to court. And I'm like, okay, let's do this the right way. See, defamation, you'll never freaking win unless you got about $250,000 and you're really an important
person. And she still won't win. Right. Defamation is in 4 parts. People don't understand that. Defamation is broken down into 4 parts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, it has to be a lie, right?
Defamation has to be on the
that it's a lie. So how's she gonna prove that it's a lie?
Right. It has to be on the person filing, and they have to prove that whatever you said wasn't true. And
exactly.
What cracks me up, everything I've ever said about Crystal is true. And her son came online and verified that shit. Amen. A freaking men. And every time she's called the police on me, and they've called me, every time they said they're so sick and tired of her. She's been doing this forever. She bullies people on social media. Then every time someone calls her out, she runs to them and wants to file. Okay, Janice is in here. Janice knows this. The cops called me.
Janice, where Janice at? Janice, raise your hand.
Janice Brown.
Where's she at? I don't see her.
She accused me of being Janice Brown at one time, which is hilarious. I've been accused of being many people, but she went to the police and wanted to file charges on me for making that fake booking picture of her. First off, I didn't do it. Second off, she should be happy.
You did. So what?
Janice did it.
Like
Janice did it, and I'll tell you what. And Janice will put it out with her full damn chest. So what? She's
but
lucky.
What I'm saying is, even if you did do it, what's wrong with that?
Right, and she should be happy that Janice did such a nice picture. It was lovely because if you saw her real booking picture, y'all would pass out. Y'all would pass out because she'd be looking bad. Okay.
But the thing about it is, so my thing is, if you Photoshop a picture of her head and put it on the body. Comedians do it all the time, right?
Exactly.
What's wrong with it is what I'm trying to say. How is that harassment?
Yeah, look, Janice, I did it. She did, and you did a fine job.
Yeah, but you can't get in trouble for nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because let me tell you what the police says about social media. The police said if you don't like what someone says on their platform, block them. You don't have to go to their page.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on.
They call me a whole man, honey. I get called a man every day. You think I care? I don't care. And listen, call me a man. I know who I am, baby.
I know. The stuff they say about me cracks me up. But I'm going through the court system myself right now, and I'm not taking nobody
to court for no name calling. That's petty to me.
No.
My gonna change the numbers on my paycheck, baby.
Right. My lawyer, the DA, everybody, we've had sit downs. We've went over everything. Believe me. Whatever you say on social media about somebody, they can turn around and try to sue you. But after what Crystal's done, she has no backbone to stand on, number one. Okay. Number two, you can't go after a third person. So she's mentioning all these third people when really she's trying to defend herself against Korra. You can't use a third person, just like me.
You just said something, Kim. Let's go back a little bit because what you said is incorrect. You said that you can sue people for what people say on social media. That is not true.
No. Let me explain that a little better. I was getting into that. Okay. You can sue people, but it has to be like a death threat or some form of threat
to their life.
It's
Absolutely.
like I filed all my papers, okay? And then the DA, my lawyer, we all sat down. And here was my issue. They can say whatever they want about me. Honestly, I don't care like you. Like, hey, as they talk about, oh, she smokes 5 packs of cigarettes a day and look at all those wrinkles and everything else. They're jealous because I'm gorgeous, But the thing is, when it came to my daughter, that was a whole nother story. So I had to go
because your daughter, now you can do something because your daughter is able to.
So
she's on a protected group, like a child almost.
We had to go and change everything for the simple fact my daughter now has to file for herself, okay? So I can be her caregiver and help her with all the forms.
Yeah.
Speak for her in court, but we now had to focus it on my daughter and what she did to my daughter. So that's where my whole situation ended up. So her little bullshit defamation cases, her cease and desist letters, I got literally her lawyer, her fake lawyer. I call her fake lawyer because when I called her fake lawyer from the first defamation or cease and desist, the second one, they scolded me and said, how dare you call us fake lawyers? We will defend ourselves. Who writes a cease and desist letter and scold you like you're a kindergartner?
A cease and desist means nothing.
No.
Trust me. A cease and desist is a really nice way of saying, can you please stop talking about me, right? And they just put it in writing. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to do nothing. It is not a court order.
No, it's nothing.
For her to demand $40,000 from Korra, knowing that she's a single mom, first of all, she's greedy, she's jealous, she wants Korra's money, and she should be ashamed of her damn self. She went to Korra's house, or Justin's house, and she violated Korra children by asking. Let me tell you something. She did it to Korra, right? Because she knows she can get away with it. She wouldn't dare do no shit like that to me, right? Or anybody that I know, she wouldn't do that to. To sit there and ask her, do your mama bathe you in cold water or hot water? She deserved to be decked in the face for that, okay? Now, that ain't no threat. I'm just saying she deserves it. She deserved to be decked in the face. But I don't promote violence on this channel on Talk About It with More. I don't promote violence. And I am in no way, fashion, or form telling anybody to deck her, right? But she should be decked in the face for something like that. Honey, mothers have to protect their hens, baby. Mother hens protect their babies, okay?
You were talking about her criminal record yesterday, and you went up to 2021, and I kept saying in the comments, what isn't showing up is she has an active warrant out of North Carolina from one of the ladies in her group that just happened here in January, February, for harassment.
Yeah, I stopped after a while. The thing was so long, I stopped. But the thing about it is, for her to have a criminal record in the way she does, full of harassment charges, she has so many harassment charges. It right there proves that she is a serial harasser. That's what she is, okay? And she should be ashamed of herself because what she's trying to do, you see how the part in this response that gets me, this right here really, really angers me, right? As a Black American woman, her saying, Your Honor, Miss Obidi is abusing the American court system. You understand what I'm saying? She did that, right? Because that's a way of saying she don't belong here. You understand?
True, but you know who wrote that? Because that's come out of his mouth many times.
Yeah, I do believe that Justin is all over this. I do.
He did not write that. She did not write that. She doesn't know how to spell shit, okay? She would spell it.
She don't get no pass. She don't get no pass.
No,
she a Karen to me.
She would spell it CHAT for shit. Literally. She don't know how to spell. And she puts a period every 2 words. So there's no way she wrote that up. We know who wrote that up for her.
Woo, Lord. But I believe that Justin told her to put all this stuff in here about all the dates and everything of Junie, body or the kids' bodies being shown and stuff like that. I believe that Justin told her to do that because he want her to win this so he can take it to his court on the 19th, right? To try to tell the judge, see, Your Honor, she was just seen before a judge for these things, and the judge told her this, that, and the other. Now, I hope Korra, listen. I like Korra. I do. But Korra needs to sign offline for a day or two and handle her business, okay? She has court on Tuesday.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. She
needs to handle her business.
Yep.
And talk to her lawyer, and they need to come up with some strategies, because if she going there half-stepping, it ain't going to look good for her on the 6th, and it's not going to look good for her on the 19th. Okay?
Right. She needs to start uploading all that evidence I sent her, plain and simple. She needs to upload that. I offered to be a witness. Nobody ever reached out to me. She should be having some witnesses. And look, I get not wanting people on social media to be witnesses in a sense, because that just drags people in. But I would just be a witness stating, yes, this evidence came from me. Yes, this is true. Here's my phone. I have nothing to hide. Run my phone. Run it. I haven't deleted nothing in 2 years. You know what I mean? She's got to upload something. She has no defense uploaded. I don't get that.
Yes, she has a lawyer. I understand, Janice, but guess what? If you don't communicate with your lawyer all the things that they need to know, which means that the lawyer needs to know, like I would literally go through every single thing that she's trying to accuse Korra of doing, and I will have a defense for every last one of those things.
That's right.
Just don't take it lightly. You cannot go in here taking anything lightly. Be like, I don't care what she said. She took pictures of my kids, and this is wrong. No, you need to dispute all this other stuff, because Justin is trying to use this stuff right in here, because I believe he did write this, but Justin is trying to use it in Korra's case to help his case. Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what the plan is. Because you notice she doesn't say I'm taking these people for defamation. She says we, always we. Who's that mouse in her damn pocket? Come on, people, let's think about this.
Well, y'all have a point. She does have a lawyer, and she does have a lawyer. But I'm gonna tell you this from what I know for a fact, okay? Because I had to deal with the lawyers with my son. You still have to communicate with your lawyer. And from what I get from Korra is very mild. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they might just be her in the public eye, and she may be a beast, dogmatic behind closed doors. I hope that she is, but don't take anything lightly. So the fact that she allowed him to have 50-50 custody tells me that she takes things lightly, okay? So I hope that she don't take things lightly. I hope that she talks to her lawyer and dispute every last one of these accusations against her. I hope that she does that for her defense coming on the 19th. It's not just about her and Crystal at this point. Justin is trying to use this right here to help his case, okay? So don't take nothing lightly at all. She needs to go hard, like really, really hard. She needs to call a lawyer up on the phone, right? Call a lawyer up on the phone and say, we need to have a conversation on Monday, because they have court on Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing. There's no way her lawyers are sitting on social media, and she has so much evidence. There's no way they can comb through it all. But what she has to do is whatever Crystal's submitting, she has to debunk it all and submit the evidence that she has. And believe me, she has the evidence to debunk everything Crystal has said. I know I sent it to her. So that's
let me tell you the part that I think the judge will have something let me change my words. What I think the judge will zoom in on through all this stuff. The social media bullshit is bullshit, right? But what I think the judge will zoom in on is the multiple dates that she says that Korra had her child on camera nude. Now, I hear you guys saying it can be easily debunked, but there were times when the child was unclothed. Now, we all know that it can be a mistake, they're babies, they run across this, that, and the other, but I'm here to say this. I like Korra. I love her as an entertainer. I think her music is great, wonderful. I dance to it, I listen to it. I want to see her excel, but Korra. I understand that this is her job, but she needs to, if she gonna bring her kids to work, she needs to have 4 sets of eyes, because this is not a good look. And I'm being straight up honest. It's not a good look. All right. She got to be a little bit more careful with her kids when she go live. If she has a nanny, have her nanny watch her children, right, while she's live, or put on a movie that lasts an hour or 2 hours, okay? They don't necessarily need to be up underneath her unless she's, I wouldn't even show it, even if the judge says my kids can be in my social media, I would only put them in there on edited videos. I wouldn't put them on live videos because too much shit can happen while you're live. You understand what I'm saying? But I will put them in videos, like pre-recorded videos that I get a chance to go through and edit. Okay? All that other stuff, too much can happen when you're on live. So she needs to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? And not just for, I mean, Justin already got a witch hunt off on her, right? He already want her head on a silver platter. We already know that. We already know this man that filed umpteen court orders against her, okay? So unless the judge put in there that he needs to stop, right? Which, you know, I don't see what she's asking that, but maybe she will when she go to court, right? But until that happens, she needs to be very, very careful. Now, I've watched Korra several times with her children, right? I do think that she's a good mom, but she loses her patience sometime online, as we all do as parents. But guess what? She has to understand that she has a very, very large audience, okay? That's going to scrutinize every single thing that she does, which means that she damn near have to be perfect on camera when it comes to her children. So therefore, I would say if you're going to show your children online, talk to them, have conversations, because he's definitely grooming June, okay? And that is why June is asking inappropriate questions, making inappropriate comments, because Justin is, what's the word I use? Grooming her, okay? So what she should do while she's on live, have the kids sitting in another room. I'm not saying she shouldn't show her kids online, but have it in a already pre-recorded video. Lives and videos are two different things, because she can discipline her kids however she wants to, right? Without the world having to see her discipline her children. Now, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion, okay? That is my opinion. Because Justin's going to continue to judge her, and so is his flunkies.
On those court papers, she was mentioning me, did she say that I edited those videos?
She said that you edit she said that you edit the pictures of baby A.
Wow, girl.
Go back to it.
Girl,
she said you said on a live video right here. It has been stated, hold on. It has been stated on social media that you Ms. Baker, right?
Yeah.
That Mrs. Baker made the statement that she edited photos. Oh, she said the statement that she edited photos.
What
so she alluding to you editing the photos, because right before that she says, to my knowledge, these two ladies is whom shared any pictures of the children in mention. It has even been stated in a social media live video that Mrs. Baker made the statement that she edited photos.
Well, you know what? I need a copy of that. I need a copy of that for my lawyer. Secondly, the only thing I ever said, and if she's trying to make it into something else, what I said was I put the audio up of the videos and I blacked them out because I would never put the videos of those children out there. That's what I did. I only put the audio. So she's trying to twist my words, which is typical of her, obviously. You know, but everybody that she ever sent those videos to, everybody that she ever did lives with, they've all come to me. So she better back up on her words, because all that proof is sitting in a nice little file, and all those people are willing to come forward for Korra. So she better watch out with her lies. This is going to bite her in the ass big time.
Yeah. I hear people saying her lawyer knows. Okay. All I'm saying is I hope so. I hope so.
I'm more saying, because I'm saying the same thing. It's okay if the lawyer knows, but here's the fact. Crystal put her evidence in. Korra's lawyer has yet to submit evidence at all. And what we're saying is her lawyer needs to debunk this and submit evidence to debunk everything Crystal said on Monday, because court is Tuesday. Do you not agree, Amora, with am I right in what you're saying?
I don't know if it's because I don't know how. Okay, so as far as court, I don't know like when the last day you can submit evidence. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back right quick, because I want to say she did submit. Let me see something. I want to say, because she may think that this is evidence. Let me see. In her, was it this one?
You have to submit it to the courts, though, in order for it to be used in your court hearing.
See, this is her evidence, though. This woman has constantly harassed me for years on her social media. Zoe Tundra found her way to my children while they were with their father and took explicit photos of them. See, she's very specific, right? See, this is what I believe. Like what y'all just told me, that need to be in there. Like she's too general. I'm gonna be honest, right? She's too general, right? You guys, hold on, Kim, 1 second. I said, what else does she do? In the comments, you guys said she called Home Depot. She called my daughter's school. She called the courthouse. She called CPS. She called the police. All of that needs to be in here. She's zoomed in. This is what Korra has done, right? Korra has zoomed in on just one incident, and that's the photos, right? She used the general. She has constantly harassed me for years. How? Because when they say explain how, they need to know all this stuff that you guys just said. She called my daughter's school. She asked my daughter on camera, on video that was distributed to social media, do your mother give you cold baths or hot baths? Do she not give you warm baths? Like that stuff needs to be laid out. It needs to be laid out. She harassed my. How has she harassed you for years? By doing what? Because I guarantee you the judge reads this shit before court starts. Y'all do know that, right? Judge reads, they pre-read the case, right? So I feel like it should be in there. Let me tell you something. If the judge know from what y'all just said, as far as her calling the baby school, her calling all these different places, if that was in him, right, Crystal wouldn't stand a damn chance. That shit needs to be in here.
Well,
it needs to be in here.
She can still submit. She's just going to have to do it by Monday. So they might have been waiting for Crystal's defense to see what it was. But if she does not submit evidence to back up what she's filing for, you can't submit it once you walk into court. I only know this because everything that I've submitted, I've had to go and literally make photos of and everything else. So you have to have your evidence submitted to the courts, or it cannot be brought in. You can say whatever you want when you get in there, but if you haven't submitted your evidence, then you're not allowed to walk into court that day and go, oh, well, here's my evidence, and throw it out on the table. Because like you said, Amora, the judge scans through everything before the court case even happens. So I'm hoping to God, I mean, she's got good lawyers. You would think they know what they're doing. So I'm hoping to God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say this right quick. She do have it in there somewhat. She says, she is kind of hard to read, but it says she incites violence with her audience against me on a daily basis, telling people to go as far as reporting me to child services, as well as sabotaging sabotaging business opportunities for me by calling restaurants I work with, sabotaging my business. So she did speak of the restaurant and CPS, but Junie School, and that Junie School would be important because it's her child. You understand what I'm saying? She also says, issue a cease and desist for the constant public defamation. So, you know, I'm just trying to see, did she put anything in about calling Junie School? Does she know that the lady called Junie School?
I sent everything. I emailed everything. When it came to her case against Crystal, I emailed everything, all the text messages of her group people that was sent to me. Everything was sent to her. But it's all got to be submitted to the court. You can't just say one thing and not have the evidence to back it up, is what I'm saying. Because I was told by my lawyers, look, here's the thing. You can say whatever you want, but if you don't have the proof and it's submitted in court, it can't be used once we walk in there. So that's why everything was delayed with me, because I had to switch everything over to my daughter. I had to get all the photos and everything else, all my evidence, so that it can be submitted to court. Because they said if I walk in there and I haven't submitted anything, it's not going to be something that the judge will accept. So that's my whole thing, is I hope to God everything that she's saying is absolutely true. Korra's 100% right, but you've got the proof, so give it to your lawyer to submit now. And like I said, maybe it's possible that they're just really smart and we're waiting to see what kind of bullshit that Crystal pulls, you know. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we're gonna see. But look, she ain't got a dang lawyer. Her lawyer is Justin, right? And Korra's got intelligent lawyers. So I don't see that they aren't gonna rebuttal this.
Well, but to be honest with you, as far as proof, I don't know if she has to submit it through the like in here. Her lawyer may have it in a file with her as she goes to court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Crystal didn't provide no proof. Crystal talked a bunch of bullshit in here. She don't have no proof on none of this.
The thing is, Crystal doesn't have a lawyer. So what would happen is Korra's lawyer would have to submit it to Crystal's lawyer so that they could rebuttal it, okay? But Crystal doesn't have a lawyer. So it is very, very possible that they're just going to allow her to walk in with all of her evidence. It's very possible, because right now,
somebody was granted a fee waiver.
So, you know,
it was granted. So she ain't got to pay.
Good.
No, not Korra. Korra has to pay. The respondent is Crystal. She don't have to pay.
She don't have to pay what?
Court. It says order of court fee waiver granted.
Oh, because she filed and said that she was disabled and broke, but she couldn't get a public defender because she would have to physically be in California to get a public defender. So that's why she doesn't have a lawyer.
Yeah, they granted hers. She does not have to pay the court fee.
Wow. Well, that's a shame, because Korra should bring in proof that all the text messages of her saying, thank you for the Cash Apps, thank you for the Venmos, thank you, I hired a lawyer. It's all lies. Show it to the court and say she lied, she collected a bunch of money, and let them slap her with those court fees next. You know? Because she lied to the courts again. She collected all this money for lawyer fees. She's claimed over and over, oh, I was at the doctor's and 2 anonymous people sent Cash Apps. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Oh, I woke up this morning, 3 Cash Apps came in. You know, she claims she's collecting all this money. So why is she telling the court she has no money when she's posting flat out that she hired an attorney and that she
I hope I hope Korra. I know, you know, I know the lawyers are smarter than me, because I hope and pray they pull Crystal's background check. Lord Jesus.
Because she submitted the booking picture and everything. Here's the thing, in court, you know, once you open a can of worms, she opened the can of worms. She put all that evidence in, right? And that evidence actually opened the door for Korra to bring in even more crap on her, because she put it out there. She
didn't put that out there. She didn't put that it was. She put that it was a made up document.
Right. She said it was a made up booking picture of her, right? So
No,
all
yeah, but she's saying it was made, but she's not saying that she's been arrested before. She's saying that basically she's saying you guys are lying, saying that she's been arrested, putting her in a jumpsuit. See, putting her face in a jumpsuit, and she said you could tell it's a man hand. I can't tell these no man hands.
Have you not looked in the mirror? She dresses like a man. She looks like a man. She keeps cutting her hair shorter and shorter.
But is this a fake right here? Because this look real.
Ask Janice. Janice, I mean, ask Janice.
They photoshopped this picture: crystal head, a man's body and hands.
But here's the thing.
That's a man hand. Anyway.
Well, she flat out went to the police and said I did it, and I sent them the proof that I didn't do it, and they were laughing. They said, "Well, we got her real booking picture right here. We're looking at this picture. Looks pretty nice." I mean, like I said, Janice did a fine job. She actually made Crystal look pretty good in that picture.
So on Crystal thing, I see what she's found guilty on a lot of it. Did she ever serve any time?
Yes, she was in.
How much time did she serve?
Cambridge Springs Women's Prison. She was in there over a year. She was in Center County. She was in a couple different prisons. And basically what it was, so she would always get off on this crap and get probation. But then she wouldn't pay her fines, and she'd break her probation by harassing, stalking, assaulting, and then she would get thrown in jail to spend her probation time because she broke her probation. So that's why she ended up locked up so many times. She's a
well, how Crystal put in here Dr. Dean, whether she did it or Justin did. You see how she put Dr. Dean. Mm-hmm. This is just me being petty because I would have put in there convicted criminal, a convicted criminal. I would say instead of saying did she even put Crystal name in there? Hold on. Let me see something. Instead of identifying her by this woman or whatever, I would have put this convicted criminal came to my house. That's how I would have put it in. Let me see what she put.
Janice, he has said that he would be.
She,
I talk to Robert daily. I talk to Robert once, at least once a day. On the weekends, we don't talk because he's finally home from driving to spend time with his family. But he has said he would be a character witness for her. I mean, there's nothing more that I can do. I've reached out and offered and said, hey, he's willing. The cousin's willing. Everybody's willing. So, but like I said, I kind of get because it's a social media, a lot of crap has to do with social media. It's probably not good to have anybody for social media be a character witness. But the thing is he's not on social media. Yeah, he came and told a story about his mom. This is her son. He would be a perfect character witness to go on there and tell the judge, here's the deal. This is who you're dealing with. This is what she's done to me my whole life. And I've witnessed it.
Well, we're going to trust the process. We're going to trust the process. It's just, to me, it just seems like Justin, I do believe Justin wrote this. I really do. And I believe that Justin is on a witch hunt. And I just don't, I would not want to see anything bad happen to her, which I don't think will. But I smell conniving, manipulation, mischief, just how you say mischievous or whatever that word is. You know what I'm trying to mischief. Anyway, I see all of that on here, right? And I see the direction that he's trying to go, especially with all the dates and stuff, her nudity. That's why Justin has something to do with this. But I believe that Justin is trying to corner her, right? In this right here. He knows this is on the 6th. He knows that he is asking for a lot on the 19th, right? Therefore, because I think the reason why he worded it this way is because he's hoping this will help his case of keeping the kids offline and this, that, and the third. Well,
first and foremost, he wants their case to be done. He wants it thrown out, okay? Because he's scared. I'm sure that Crystal has a lot of shit on him, okay? Because she records everything. That's just what she does, okay? And he figures once that's thrown out, then he don't have to worry about Crystal anymore. You know what I mean? Being able to throw him under the bus through the court system. So he's going to help her out. Problem is, it ain't going to get thrown out. What Crystal did is absolutely wrong. Okay, her going on social media and bullying people, whatever. We've all done it. You know what I mean? Whatever. We get some laughs out of it. But the simple fact that she drug those children into it to make a buck, that ain't right. That ain't right. He figures if he gets thrown out, then he can walk into court and go, well, look at, she even, talked all this crap about unclad pictures and da 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 da, and it got thrown out of court. See the lies she makes up about me. Yeah, so it's going to make him look good. That's what they're thinking, right? That's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen.
Well, we'll find out Tuesday, baby. I mean, today Friday. I just want the best for Korra. You know what I mean? Justin is out for blood, and we know that because he's a spiteful narcissist, type of guy. And I just want what's best for her. Hazel said, to be honest, I have not seen her lost her patience online. She's lost her patience a few times, not to the point where she's mistreated her children. But Junie has started to ask her certain questions that may be because of things that she's heard from her father, right? And she will ask her right on camera. And hold on, Kim. And she's done it to the point where she'll say, I wouldn't say lost her patience. Maybe I should change that back, but just kind of get a little abrasive a little bit and say things like, don't ask me that. Why are you asking me that? Don't do that. Don't do that while I'm on live. Like, I don't think that the baby is deliberately doing it to her while she's on live. I do think that Justin is telling her to do certain things. I do. I believe that Justin is telling Junie to do certain things and Junie is doing it, right? That's just how I feel because, but it does seem that Korra thinks that Junie is trying to sabotage her live. I think that she's doing what Daddy told her to do, but she don't know what it's doing. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like Junie don't know that it's sabotaging the lives. She's just doing what her daddy told her to do. Her daddy probably told her to, hey, when your mommy go live, say this or say that or say this or say that. Oh, I believe it wholeheartedly that he's doing that. And I believe that she's like, Junie, why do you don't do this at all until I go live? She said that, a couple of times, and it just give ammunition to those effing haters, you know what I'm saying, to run with, to go blog and do videos on, That's all I'm saying. I would be a little bit more cognizant until this crap is over, He's definitely, if y'all don't think that man is working with those children to sabotage Korra, then y'all are mistaken.
Well, no, I agree. Just like they're running right now with what? Oh, June's saying, yeah, you probably shouldn't shake your bum. Where does she get that from? Give me a break. You know what I mean? Or what was the one that they put out?
Yeah, she said you should.
Oh, her saying that.
So you know where she got that from. And the other day when she said, you're always on your phone. Like you always have your phone, mommy. You know
all the time. Yep. And it's
and you already know what that's about. Like I just don't think that a child of her age would say some of the things that she said without being coached or groomed. That man is definitely grooming her to say certain things. And she needs to be careful, in my opinion, because it's called a tactic of alienation, parental alien. Is it called parental alienation?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing.
I know.
He's just doing it slowly but surely,
Very sad. Very, very sad. Well, I just had to come on here because I saw her. I was driving and I was like, oh, hell no. Is she? Look, I know she's batshit crazy. I've been saying this for 17 months. You guys, she's the one to look out for. She's the one to look out for. Nobody wanted to listen to me. They didn't believe me. I'm telling you, she is his right hand. I don't even know what you want to call her, man. Her right hand man, his right hand man. But these two working together. They've been working together for a very long time, and they're still working together. This is why she always says we, and that's the key right there. Whenever she says anything, she says we. She is one person. So who is the we? Who is the mouse in her pocket? We all know who the mouse is in her pocket.
I hope she's not lenient this time. Thank you, Lachey. She said you're absolutely right. Korra is lenient. The way her trashy ex has done her, she needs to hold him accountable as well because he allowed that pedo to come into his home and do that to the babies. Yes, I agree. I agree.
I think that she just always wants to see the good in everybody. I really do. I mean, she knows
Yeah, you can definitely tell that she has.
there's ugly out there.
Let me tell you something. I can definitely tell Korra has a good heart.
Yep.
And even in here where it says that she tell people to unalive themselves, I've never heard her say that. Have y'all? Like, I know I haven't been around as long as y'all, but I've never heard Korra tell anybody to unalive themselves. Have y'all?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that what did it say that she tell them to? That's why I also say, where is it at? That's why I also say this has Justin on it because Justin accused her of doing such things. Right here it says, I'm not understanding where Obidi states I sabotage her business as with her actions on social media. She gets approximately da 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 da. It says the world has witnessed her telling people to unalive themselves. Huh? Have y'all ever heard Korra say anything like that?
Never.
Okay, so somebody said she do call them goats.
She calls them goats, but that's just no worse than us, making up names for these people. You know what I mean? For all people we don't like.
I've never even heard them call her
Since
goats.
bones will break my bones, we all call people names. There ain't one person on this earth that can say they're freaking innocent. They've never done anything wrong. They've never called somebody something. Big deal. Big deal. We don't like somebody, we call them names. Hell, I've called people I do like names just because they piss me off. But we get over it. You know what I mean? What does that have to do with anything? This woman stalked her every freaking move, and she's still doing it. She can claim she keeps going back. At first,
Do
it was
she call people Ashawo?
So what?
No, I'm asking, but does she?
Oh, I don't know. I just laugh when she calls people names. Do they see what the people that she's calling those names?
I've never heard Korra do that. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I always hear her say, "I love you" or whatever, and then she'll just block them. I've never heard her. I'm not saying she doesn't. What I'm saying is, I've never heard her call anybody a name, but I do see some of her faithful watchers say that she has called people.
Yeah, she's called people names, but here's the thing. Take what they're saying in the comment section. She has every right. You can only take so freaking much before you go, you know what? I've been on here for an hour and I've read 1,000 comments calling me the worst things in the world. And then she goes off on them. She goes off on them. So what? So what? You have every right to defend yourself.
And yeah, and he's called her all these names online too. That's a good point,
yep.
Virginia. He's called her all these names. He's called her name, but I've never heard her tell people to wishing them DEAD and
she's never to unalive themselves. I've heard her call them goats. Big deal. Big deal. Did they get their feelings hurt? Have they seen what they call her? They named her Leaky Sue. That's disgusting. Look at the names they call her. And not only that, look at the names they call her father. Look at the names they call her sister. Like, it's an attack on her whole entire family, not just her whole entire family. But these are people that swear that they care for those little girls.
They care for those little girls. They hate themselves. They're women that hate themselves. That's what it is. They hate themselves. I saw a video of one of the girls. I'm not gonna give her no clout over here, but she was talking bad about her underwear, Korra's underwear. My thing is this: name one woman in this world that have not ever had a discharge. Okay, I'm talking about a woman. I ain't talking about no child. I'm talking about a woman that has never had a discharge. We all have, even the women that's laughing and calling her leaky this and leaky that, they leaky too. You hear me? They had discharges too. The gall of them to pick at another woman knowing that they got that. I got you. I got it, Candy. I'm about to look now. Thank you.
But here's the thing. That's this is why Korra has so many followers, because Korra comes on and shares every aspect of her life. Okay. She was cleaning her closet. She picked the underwear up And okay, she laughed it off. She laughed it off.
You did.
But did you see her go and delete her live? No, she laughed it off. And she even said, the haters, this gives something for the haters to run with. She knew they were going to do that because they scrutinize everything she does.
Yeah, but my thing is this: even if you can say something about that all day long. You can say, okay, she needs to be a little bit more private or whatever the case may be. But the thing about it is, the women that's attacking her, in my opinion, are weird because they act like they have never had a discharge before.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They act like that they cooch has never discharged. And if they said it hasn't, they are bold-faced liar. They are a liar. You know? So to sit and try to pick fun at another woman, knowing that you go through the same thing. Now, you might not clean out your laundry online, but to sit here and say that you never had a discharge, you're out your mind. And to pick at another woman for doing so is hate, is hate for another woman and hate yourself, and you're just a big ass, jealous ass bully. And they want to say, oh, how can we be jealous of that? How can we be jealous of that? Don't act like that you ain't never had a discharge. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
They always focus on her
I'm
private.
here and check my email. Which email am I checking? Because I got both of them up and I don't see anything from anybody. Which email am I supposed to be checking? Sonia said, wait a minute, what Sonia say? Is that my name in there or am I seeing double? No, Sonia, girl. She got her name in these documents.
We've all been named. We've all been named. We're all guilty. We're all guilty for telling the truth.
She said, yes, they do leak. Them grannies leaking, please. But you can see through their big thermal granny drawers. Listen, they do. They do leak. I don't understand why people think they want to call her leaky this. If they're female and if they got a vajayjay, all the women, right, that are calling her leaky, they got eggplants between their legs, obviously, because they don't have a vajayjay. They cannot have a vajayjay, right? If they don't, have a discharge,
That or they need to invest with what's that?
Somebody said it's not a discharge. It was a part of, it was a
jail.
piece of sanitary that was not discharged. It was a piece of sanitary pad. Well, whatever it was, but the fact that they call her leaky, if every woman have a discharge is what I'm trying to say. I don't see somebody's telling me that there is an email. What email address did you guys send it to? She said, if you don't leak, you are a dry ass granny. Okay. I agree. That's so childish and so demeaning as a woman. Like, for another woman to do that, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. They must really want to snip it. That's why they got it on their page. But any woman to do that is, she said, is in Messenger. Oh, okay. But any woman to do that is disgusting. And I hope somebody turn it around and do it to their daughter when they reach 18 years old. Okay. So if any woman that does that, your daughter is going to be drugged like that on social media when she turns 18 years old. And how are you going to feel about it? Right? That's what's going to happen. I'm looking at my messages and I don't see what y'all are talking about.
Every single one of these bloggers, all they ever post about is her private parts. And to me, as a woman, I don't know. I just find that very, very freaking bizarre. That's what they go with. Everything has to do with her private parts. It don't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense.
Am I supposed to be looking at?
I think she sent you some pictures. She sent me too, but those have already been put out there many, many times. I agree.
What is this video that I'm looking at right here?
I think those are the videos that Katori sent you because she sent them to me too. It's those are old though. That's old news.
Oh, this is okay. The person that sent this to me, is it Neely, is that you? Let me just open it up and see. I got like 2 or 3 messages. I'm just trying to figure out I'm sending the right one.
Oh, I agree, Cheryl. Janice, you cracked me up. Janice, you're a bad girl. I got accused for your wrongdoings. Listen, me, Lady A, Sonia, King, we're just all criminals, I guess, because that's what she says. So the problem is like I said, her defamation cases, the proof of burdens on her. She has to prove that anything said about her is not true, and she will never be able to do that ever.
So I guess I was sent this. Let me see. Is it a way I need to? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, no, like she didn't harass her. She deleted 17 months thinking that it just disappears, but it don't disappear. It don't disappear.
All right,
And
let's listen to what this
her
is.
fake pages that she's still doing it on. She just, the last time she posted was 3 days ago, okay, on her fake page. But she's still doing it. She's still doing it.
I don't see. Did she do it through email? Because I don't see that. This is the only thing I have. So where am I supposed to be? Is it supposed to be Messenger? Is it supposed to be email? I looked at both emails. I don't see it in my email, and I don't see it in Messenger. So I don't know where she sent that to. This is what was sent to me. So I thought this is what y'all wanted me to play. Because if not,
I'm gonna get off here so other people can join.
Okay, honey. Thanks for coming up, Kim. I appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Okay, bye-bye. What am I supposed to be looking at? Is it this or no? Let me see what this is.
Y'all's girl bought a house. I told you guys 2 weeks ago that she bought a house. I don't think anybody believed me. But y'all know it was true. So y'all's girl bought a house. It's 4 bedrooms. So that means a bedroom for Korra with a bed, a bedroom for Junie with a bed, a bedroom for Athena with a bed. What about the 4th room? What's going to be the 4th room? Will the 4th room have a stripper pole? Will that 4th room be a sex room? What shall that 4th room be? The mystery room. That 4th room is going to be the mystery room. It's not going to be a bedroom for a living nanny. She can't afford a living nanny. That 4th room could possibly have a stripper pole, or it's going to be a sex room.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching.
She said it's gonna be a sex room. What is wrong with this lady? Oh my God, y'all. Did y'all hear her? I didn't harass her. I didn't say anything wrong, Your Honor. She came after me. I've just been a good person. I didn't do anything to her. She wanna know what Korra, a 30-some-year-old woman, a woman that's young enough to be her daughter, her child, right? She want to know what she's going to be doing in her own home. Imagine that. What is wrong with these people? Lord, 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 Lord. I'm just, I'm baffled at how many women on social media is worried about what another woman does with her own coochie. Huh? Why are there so many women that's worried about what come out the coochie, what goes in the coochie, what the coochie land on? Like, why? Why are they so obsessed? Dang, I've never, ever came across so many women that's worried about what another woman, what comes out of another woman's cat, what goes into another woman's cat. Right? Who sees another woman's cat? Dang, it's crazy. She said a 33-year-old woman, not 37. Yeah, 33. A 33-year-old woman. She's still young enough to be this lady's child, right? My child is 33. Or is he 32? Shit, he 33. My son, 33, right? And I'm only a year older than Crystal. There's a video of her feeling, what? There is a video of her feeling on a mannequin, private area, calling them Korra. Are you for who, her? This lady? What is wrong with these people, Lord Jesus? What in the world is going on? These people are sad and cuckoo at the same time. This is nuts. She said, Justin and Crystal, you can't erase videos. It's there forever. That's right. I'm beginning to think Crystal wants that more. She acts like if she needs to come out of the closet and all these women talking about her more and the kids. It's crazy. I just wonder how they're gonna feel when it happens to their child, when their child turns 18 years old and people start blogging about their daughters. How are these women gonna feel? They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna like it at all. They're probably like, oh, I have sons, so they're not gonna be able to say anything about me because I have sons, you know? I have a daughter and a son, and I just can't imagine somebody doing this to my daughter and people think that it's okay. But what people don't understand is the hole that you dig for somebody else, you may just fall into it yourselves. So these women, I can see blogging on something that somebody does, you know, versus talking about under their garment and poking fun at them about what's coming out of their JJ or their Peter J or anything like that. That is obsession, sick, you know, and it's going to come back to them. Trust me, it's going to come back to them. It's going to come back to them. Now, it may not come back to them directly like happening to them, but it happens to one of their loved ones, whether it be their daughter, their aunt, their niece, somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody they care about. It's gonna come back to them. Hey, Sonia, what's going on, lady? Your mic is muted.
Hi, guys. So sorry. My network is going to be going in and out because there's a protest going on in my country, and I think the government is in cahoots with the network providers. And so today it's been messy for even business owners. However, Amora, I want to say this. The people who talk about Korra's cookie are actually closeted gay people. You see, you guys can come out of the closet now. Come out. Release yourself from that bondage. You can come out, just say, I'm gay. Because the things I know about Korra's vagina, I know from her haters. Because no sensible person who is not perverse goes around zooming in on the clitoris, the cow, what do they call it? The cow, what do they call it? What they call when your coochie has a cow print? Is it called a cow foot, called cow shoe, whatever? Looking at and zooming in on the size of her vagina. You are so pressed because your vagina is as dry as Sahara. You don't understand that it is normal for a woman to camel toe. It's called camel toe. I'm sorry, her camel toe. And so you don't realize that it is normal for a woman who is alive to have some juice. Let me tell you, worldwide, the vagina, and not just any vagina, the juicy, moist vagina has been sung about over and over. I mean, think about Cardi B's WAP. It says, broke boys don't deserve. No, it says no. There's some holes. It says, wet ass pussy makes the pull-out game weak. Listen, countries have gone to war over a juicy vagina. You think I'm lying? Ask Cleopatra. Ask Queen of Sheba. So take your Sahara desert and chuck it where the sun don't shine. Stop hating on a woman who has healthy coochie. Okay? Have a JJ speaks things that be. I know yours. Because some of you, I'm sure you're walking around with forests and cobwebs down there. So you are angry that somebody's VJJ can be so moist. So moist, her ex, a doctor,
Can't get over
in
it.
quotes,
And can't get over
cannot get over the goodness. Listen, if your VJJ ain't doing like this, that wet, my sister, you need to see a gynecologist. Vagina be walking over time. A vagina that is, oh my God, that vagina is smooth. So you can call her leaky Sue. You can say she's leaking, she's not the cause. Meanwhile, your husbands, your father cheated on your mother because your mother's coochie wasn't nice. He went for the one that was wet. In my country, Amoira, one of the highest selling products for women is something they call the kayamata. The kayamata is an aphrodisiac that is given to brides in northern Nigeria. So what that means is that before you get married, you are put through a ritual to get your pussy sounding on your wedding night. And somebody, you want to shame another woman, and it's all you stupid women. Foolish. All you idiots that the last time you saw a man was the time your father gave you a handshake at your delivery. That's
How
the
old are
only
these
thing you
girls
see a man.
How old are these women
Sorry?
that's doing talking? How old are these bloggers that's doing all this bashing and crap?
These are women who are like in their 40s. Like there's this particular one she spreads like a venereal disease, very fat, right? You know that before a man can see the coochie, he's got to use a tractor to lift the fupa. So she is pressed because she knows that the only discharge she's going to have is fat. The only discharge she can have is diabetes. The only discharge she can have is something going wrong with her body from obesity. So you see, she's pressed. And there's another one. I won't mention her name just yet. I'm prepping for her. This one looks like she's modeling for hunger. She looks like everything wrong, like ropes they used to tie shoeless. She looks malnourished. This is someone who lives abroad. And then you wonder, are you suffering? You are paying more attention on the body of a woman rather than your husband's vocabulary. The fact that your husband cannot pronounce, you want to call people illiterate, but you are sleeping in bed with a man whose head looks like the Olympic football. And you want to come and talk about Korra. Now, Krista Hesketh, today I tried to come live for you, but because of the network in my country, I could not. Let me tell you, next time address me properly. My name is Sonia Obi Okodo. It is not just Sonia Obi. I stopped answering Obi when one man came to marry me. I added Obi and there's Okodo. You are a pedophile. You are a perverse idiot. You are a child molester. And I'm not done with you. I will so bully you now. I will bully you now. Sorry?
Sonia, be careful with those words on here. Just say you're a P and an M because, YouTube will block you.
Okay. I want to say this to you. I am coming for you. You think you have the monopoly for madness. Some of us, we are one step away from running to the streets. Yeah. So when I have your time, I will drag you every day for the useless human being that you are, because you are of no use to anybody. In fact, because of women like you, the gene pool needs a lifeguard. Because why on earth are you giving birth? You dare mention my name. You stalker. What did you do to Korra? Call the people that worked at her house? Call where she had gigs? Encourage people? You racist human being. Let me tell you, when I read her law, I watched your video. Your last, because I missed it. I've been sleeping on time. I missed it. When I was looking through the documents you posted, let me tell you something that I said. I said, what this woman has unintentionally done is establish intent, malicious intent. She just proved to the judge that because of what was done, what she says in quotes we did to her, she decided to take it out on children.
Yeah.
Because nowhere has she mentioned that Korra did anything to you. Crystal Hesketh, listen to me. I'm coming for you. By the time I'm done with you, you will be eating Zoe's poop morning, afternoon, and night. For now, I don't want to take over this lady's show. God bless you, Amora. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sonia. Love you, girl.
Love you
Look,
too.
she said most of their fupas hang so low and they haven't seen their cats in years. That's why they zoom in on Korra so that they can remember what it's supposed to look like. Oh, Lord Jesus. That's what they do, girl. So they're zooming in on her, but JJ, Crystal is very vile and disgusting. She was live daily insulting Korra, not to mention her Zoom meetings. That is crazy. She says, oh, Sonya, it is you. Love you, darling. They're saying, I love you, Sonya. Everybody in the comments is saying, I love you, Sonya. She said, the woman speaking on her for JJ hate themselves and their loveless, miserable lives. They are mad because their white God is still obsessed with Korra. Now, let me ask you something. Most of the bloggers that I see are black. The bloggers that I see are black, but I only see two of them. But, you know, I ain't out there like that. I only see two of them that has actually, that I have heard say things about Korra. But I'm pretty sure y'all probably see a whole lot more than me. And the two that I see, I just see on YouTube. She said, I love listening to Africans go off. Yeah, they be going off some more. You are amazing for real. Thank you so much, Teen and Queen Boutique. She said, wow, I love this lady. Sonia is the truth. Mic drop. Sonia, you almost make me choke. I am eating laughter. I was on her live when she was instructed people to call CPS and gave the number for her followers to call, saying Korra is traumatizing her kids because they cry. That doesn't make sense. Like, you tell other people to call CPS on her. That is crazy. That is crazy work. Even Justin was zooming in on baby June's but JJ and presented it to the court. Yeah, I saw that. Lord, let all this mess keep and let Korra be in peace. Yes, that's what we want. We want Korra to be in peace. You know, we will find out real soon what is going to take place, like next Tuesday. We're going to pray that everything works out. I got a feeling it will, but I just don't want Justin to be able to use anything that happened in court for his advantage at all. But I just cannot believe Justin probably helped her write that cease and desist to try to get $40,000 from Korra. And he probably said, hey, you take 20 and I take 20. You know what I'm saying? That is so crazy. You hear me? He probably like, all that coffee money she getting, I'm going to get some money from her one way or the other, you know? Crazy. Demanded $40,000 to settle out of court. You think somebody going to hand you over $40,000? Well, you out your mind. Completely out your mind. Thank you, Valerie. She said, good morning, let's go. Thank you so much, Valerie Smith. Beautiful. She says, I'm back, but never left. I have my membership back. Thank you for being a member for 8 months, Curly. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you, baby. She says, tea with the more. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. Is that two Kimberlys or is it the same one? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tamara, for the super sticker. Thank you, Sonia, for the super sticker. Thank you, Kimberly. She said, that lady is crazy and dangerous. And she is. Especially to do all of this and now playing the victim. Like, oh, you know I don't like the victim mentality type folks. You know I can't stand them. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Rita. She said, now this is how you do it. Real documents, no sugarcoating. That's right, Rita. Thank you, lady. Lachey, thank you, Grand Rising Queen. The audacity of this, she said, the effing audacity of this witch. How are you going to violate those babies and now want to claim victim? Get the F out of here. That's right. Get the fudge out of here. That's right. Exactly. Those words. Thank you, honey. Exactly that. How you going to do that and then say, I didn't do nothing to her. I haven't done nothing to her or her kids. And they're the one. It's other people that shared them, not me. Like, are you kidding me? Thank you, Marissa, so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Dion. She says, I hope court lawyer tears cat lady Karen's ass out of frame. I hope so too, Lord, Father Jesus. Yes, I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. You know, we'll find out real soon though. Lachey, she said, you're absolutely right. Korra is lenient. Oh, I read that one already. Thank you, Lachey. I appreciate you, love. Lachey came back again, baby. She said, Korra dropping more today. Who's ready? I'm ready. Is she dropping it? That'll be great. That will be great. That will be great. She said, I pray Korra's lawyers aggressively advised Korra to fight. Korra said she does not want to send anyone to jail, but that's what needs to happen. See. I don't know if I would say I wouldn't want to send nobody to jail, but I understand where she's coming from. But listen, this lady is literally asking the courts to deny, right? To deny a restraining order to keep that out crazy, but away from your kids. You know, she's talking about, I don't even plan on going to California. I believe what's going to happen is, how it normally happens is the judge is going to grant the restraining order, but I do also believe that he's going to say, you don't mention her on social media and she don't mention you. He's going to put that in play. But it's okay, Korra, you ain't got to mention him. Because I'm going to find out and I'm going to put it out on the social media what's going on, so she can't come out and lie and say it was dropped, okay? So don't worry about it, Korra. But I do believe the judge is going to say he's going to grant the restraining order. So she won't be allowed around Korra or her kids. But he's also going to instruct both of them to not speak on each other. Watch. And he's gonna tell Korra, don't entice her people to say anything. And Korra doesn't entice me. She don't entice me. I'm a blogger. I've never spoken to Korra a day of my life. I've never even commented on Korra. I think I have commented on one and then I deleted it because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, they in cahoots or anything like that. So, Korra has never called that lady name. That's what I was gonna say. I don't remember Korra ever calling her name. She said Korra also gave her lawyer. Oh, okay. All right. Who is this? I hope she did. I absolutely hope she did. Hey, Platinum Bracelet, how are you, love?
Hey, Amora, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well and hope you are.
I am. I was wanting to speak with Sonia.
She left.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. You from Nigeria too, right?
No, I'm not, but I work there. And so what I wanted her to confirm what I was about to say.
She's right here. She's in the audience. What you got? Go ask her.
Hi, Sonia. I'm the BFF to the Oni. I'm the Oni's best friend. I'm the one that brought him to America for the consternation, and he's the one that changed my name, Ife Sawapo. So what I wanted to talk about this morning about Korra and her husband, and Sonia can attest to this, is that Justin sounds like the colonizers. He feels like that Korra is his property, and to have her was as if he owned a trophy, and that he can control everything about her. And then the fact that she was already famous when he met her, she wasn't ever looked by him, was never looked at by him as his wife. She was always looked at him as his property. And so the things that we're seeing that he's doing here in the United States, he's trying to obviously play the victim, as narcissists do. He's always trying to play the victim, but this is about money for him. This is about power. This was the colonizers. This was their mentality. That's how our women were able to be enslaved by the Europeans, because they had the same mindset that Justin has. That's what bothers me so much about, I hear Black women on here defaming and downgrading Korra, because this is a Black queen. And they don't even understand the dynamic that's happening to her with Justin. It's more than just about a divorce and about her children. So the white women, I get it. That's what's been ingrained in them. But as a Black woman, we are the queens. We are the birth mothers of all of humanity. And then this is how we treat each other, the way we talk to each other, we defame each other. It is so disheartening. And so that's why I wanted to talk to Sonia, because in America, most people in America we don't even understand our own history. We don't even understand the history. So for those of us that, like myself, that work and live abroad for years, I understand the psychological dynamic of what's going on between Justin and Korra. And then for this third party to come in, another white woman, to them, it's like we have no value whatsoever.
Absolutely.
We have no value. But yet, and the way that we act, conduct ourselves, this is why society looks at us the way that they do now. Because when they look, they don't have to go far, go to social media, and look how they talk to each other. Look how they degrade each other. Look how they defame each other. Look how they just dog each other out.
Yeah.
They have no respect for each other. So if they see that we don't do this, why should we expect them to respect us? Justin doesn't see, in Justin's mind, in Justin's world, the man is dominant, the white man.
Right.
So
and these women are helping them.
Yes.
They're helping them.
Yes. And so what I just don't understand why more men are not coming out against Justin instead of trying to align with him about their perceived victimness themselves. But this is all because of us not knowing who we are. It's why we're seeing what's going on social media, on other platforms, husband and wife, this platform, husband and wife. But this takes on a different dynamic than just the one we normally be discussing, because this is about power. This is about the colonization mentality, which has not gone away. To us, to a white man, we are a sex slave. We are an object. We are less than. You can hear Donald Trump. He's quick. He doesn't think we as Black women have any value. See how he's talking about Vice President Harris. Yes. That's how they honestly think. Yes. They just now have been able to openly say that. Normally it's been golf course talk or locker room talk, but now it's just openly. You couldn't have paid Justin to come out against Korra 30 years ago.
And you couldn't pay Justin to come out against a white woman like that. The reason
none whatsoever.
He's doing it. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's doing it to a Black woman with the help of other Black women, which is disgusting, right? It's very much disgusting. And they don't even see it. Let me tell you something. These women are not in America. They're somewhere else, the Black women that's doing this. Because, and the thing about it is, they're doing it in their, wherever they are. I don't know if they're Nigerian, or somebody told me one of them was in UK or whatever the case may be. He wouldn't even do that to a woman, a Black woman here in America, because he know a Black woman here, you know what, I can't even say that, because guess what? Well, I don't think a white man can do that to a Black woman in America, but a Black man can do it to a Black woman in America, and that's what we're seeing on the other case that we're doing, right? But as for a white man would not be able to do that to a Black woman in America. He would never be able to do that to me. Never be able to do that to me. He would never be able to get other Black women to side with him against me. He would never be able to do that. So that's why he's going to these other countries where these Black women may not value themselves as much as African American women, right? Because he would never, I got the hiccups. He would never do that to me. Me here in America.
It's more than that, because it's not that they don't value themselves. It's because in country, other countries, especially the UK, in
white
those countries,
are looked at as God, I guess.
Yeah, well, and so most Black women, especially African, when they navigate toward the very person that has abused us, the colonizer. They navigate toward the white man as being, because that's what's ingrained in them, that he's superior, that he's somehow or another going to treat them way better than the man that looks like them, had the same skin tone as them. So for a lot of them, it's like, once again, it's the history. It's all of this is in a historical context that the Black women, as you said, abroad, don't have the same mindset as American Black women. Right. It's like when I'm there, Sonia can attest to this. When I was there, I've been asked 100 times to marry kings. That's there. They already have 12 wives. This one particular king, and I said, honey, we don't do this in America. Black women, we don't share. I said, we don't share women, and I said, because for me, I said, your first order of business would be to get rid of the other 12. And so, but to them, yeah, but for them, I mean, we call it polygamy. They don't. That's a right in their country, and so it goes back to the historical context of what's happening here. But more people, especially in America, since this case is going on in America, more Black women, strong Black women like ourselves, are going to have to stand up and speak up against what we're seeing right now. There is a full assault on Black women, a full assault. And the sad part about it is 90% of it is coming from other Black people.
I agree.
And that's what's so disheartening. Mm-hmm. Because when they see us coming, they already have a perceived notion, especially like myself. I'm 6'1". And so I don't look like I'm 64, but when they see me, they know I come with a big stick. I rarely smile, as they say, but I'm always about business. I always have a serious facial about business. But they also know, because I don't have a problem in board meetings. First thing I say, I'm sorry.
Okay, somebody else want to say something right quick.
The board meeting is that I don't best rank bump for business. So, you're going to value what's between my ears, not what's between my legs. Right. Because I don't do business like that. Right. But unfortunately, it's so many of us that do. I want to get ahead. So I get the white man. But then in certain sectors, you're not even allowed to even be with your husband. He can't even take you to the golf course. He can't take you unless your name Candace Owens. And but even in that with her, there's still certain sectors of the political realm that she's walking in with her husband. She's still not accepted. She's just his wife. And that's how it is. To Justin, Korra is just his wife, his property. That's it. No more, no less. And from what I'm seeing on the videos, I don't believe that the children were just an added bonus. All they are is a bargaining chip. That's all they are. They are a bargaining chip. And that's what most men do. Some of them, in these heated divorces, the children are bargain chips. That's all they are. If I can manipulate you, I can control you through the children. And that's sad. But we as Black women won't stand up and say, hey, enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's bad enough that a Black man puts down the queen, the one who birthed their children, the one that take care of them, right, the one who stroked their egos, the one that's built them as a man. It's bad enough to see a Black man try to destroy a Black woman, but to see a white man does it, it burns. Oh, my blood boils. Because knowing what the history is about Black women to a white man, and it doesn't make me racist. I don't have a racist bone in my body. But what I do have is a conscience. I'm consciously aware of what's happening right in front of us. And if we're not careful, there could be more quarrels. There's gonna be more of this other saga that we're dealing with. There's gonna be more of that because now it's accepted. Everybody accepting it as the norm. This is not normal.
Not everybody. Don't say everybody because
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
No,
saying.
not everybody.
Yeah.
Can I,
Well, let me. You
interject in
correct.
this?
Let me change. Let me change that. Not
all right,
everyone, but
hold on. We're gonna have to let somebody else talk. You can stay up here, but let Latanya, because you long-winded, okay? We love you, but you long-winded. All right, Latanya, say what you have to say right quick.
Good morning or good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
I was listening to her and she's making some great points. However, we can't place blame on the man, whether they're black or white, because us as women, we know we have power, right? And we have to utilize our power. And the one thing I want to keep pointing out is Korra had that power given to her. When that judge gave her that DVRO a while ago, this is just an example, right? She had the power, but she fell weak and released that power. So we can't place blame on the man when we release our power to the man, right? No one, the system was not against Korra in this situation. The system was actually for Korra. But then Korra said, well, to keep the peace. And then she's learning now that peace will never happen with him. But then you still have to hold her accountable because she's still holding on to that hope, wish, and prayer because he gives her the sweet whisper, the sweet nothings in her ear because he knows she's a peaceful person. So that's why we have to teach our daughters at a very young age. Develop that backbone. Don't fight your children's battles. Give your children the resources to fight their own battles so they can grow up to be strong women, right? Don't shield them from the world. Teach them how to fight the world. Be in the world, stand in the world. Because what Korra is going through, it can break a person mentally. It could break their spirit, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes when you're watching Korra, she's not the same Korra she was. Even when she was in the midst of divorce, she still was happy. Right now, when you watch Korra, it's a forced happiness, right? She doesn't know if she's coming or going. She doesn't know. She has one person telling her to do this, another person telling her to do this, another person telling her to do that, and all she wants is peace. But
Right.
Korra needs to understand you're not going to have peace in the midst of a storm because God gave you the armor. He gave you the armor to fight, but she's not utilizing any of her armor. She's just standing there hoping that the sun comes out. But you have to put work in. Faith without works is dead, right? So you
Right.
have to put the work in. You have to put your gloves on and you have to come out swinging, even if it is putting the man that you had children with and slept with, right? Even if it means he gets put away or gets on probation or whatever, but it's not because he didn't do anything wrong. That the punishment has to match the action. Just like with her filing just a restraining order against Crystal. That action is not matching. I mean, that reaction is not matching the action, right? She just wants to do the bare minimum so people leave her alone, leave her away so she can sing, dance, and be happy. And that's what we all want. But
But
she's not going.
I will say I think is a start because if
It's
she
a
gets a
start.
restraining order, if
Most
she gets a
definitely.
restraining order to keep Crystal away from her,
Most definitely.
her kids, and from mentioning her or her children on social media platforms, and if Crystal violates that, right, then she can do more. So I do like the first step that she's doing right now, with doing a restraining order. And then later, if she violates, because the thing about it is, as far as the M word, you know what I'm talking about, right? And the P word, right? You know what I'm talking about. If it's true, which I don't know, but if it's true that they did call law enforcement and they came and looked at things and said that they saw no problems with it, then I don't see a lawyer overriding, not a lawyer, but a judge overriding that and doing anything about it. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that that what she's doing right now, taking a stance and doing the restraining order. I do think the restraining order will be granted, right? And then if she violates from there, then she can take stronger actions. You know what I mean? But I think
Right.
right now she's going in the right direction with saying, keep this crazy, deranged woman away from me, away from my children, and stop her, prevent her from further harassing me in the public's eye.
So now I see what you're saying, and I do somewhat agree. However, no message has ever been sent out to her people like Crystal and all the other ones. From the very beginning, when they called the promoters back in Mexico, right? A couple of years ago, they called, and thank goodness the promoter told Korra. And so at that moment, Korra had first and last name of the person, email address, everything. If the message would have been sent right then and there, I'm not playing with you bees, and y'all not gonna play with me. All this that's happening now would not have happened. Korra put a mark on her back, letting them know, I'm bully material. Bully me. I'm bully material, right? So when Korra has not put her foot down, even if the law enforcement would have looked at that video and said, I don't see anything wrong, she should have gave them the middle finger and said, I'm still going to try, because a message has to be sent. I'm not playing with you bees. Korra has been bullied since the divorce because she is not a fighter. You have to stand 10 toes down. Even if you windmilling, you have to land a slap somewhere. You have to. And this restraining order.
That you ain't about that you ain't taking that bull crap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to.
Because like Crystal would never, ever, and I mean ever do that to me. You understand what I mean? Ever.
Yeah, she has to get out of her comfort zone, and she has to fight. And I know this is more so cultural as well as individual personality, of course, right? But you have to fight. You have to. You can't. You're not going to have peace with the devil. The devil never gives peace, because the devil is the author of confusion. And so you have to get that devil away and rebuke him every time he comes. And then eventually the attacks will be lighter, but they'll still come, but they won't be as vicious. And even with her getting a restraining order out on Crystal, and the judge is going to grant it, right?
Yeah, I do believe the judge.
There can be another Crystal.
They're gonna regret it simply because you don't talk to somebody. Listen, you don't ask somebody else's child, does your mother give you cold baths?
That's weird.
Does your mother bathe you in cold water? Like, just the mere fact that she thought that it was okay to videotape herself questioning her kids about her mother's parenting is a big red flag. So for that alone, the restraining order is most definitely will be granted.
Yes.
There's no way, Crystal. It don't matter what Crystal say. The restraining order will be granted, but I do believe the judge is also going to say, listen, I don't want to see you guys back in this courtroom, which means you don't talk about her. She don't talk about you. You don't incite violence against her. She don't incite violence against you. But the restraining order will be granted. But Crystal will be prohibited from being so many feet, 100 feet, within Korra and her girls. I do believe that the judge will most definitely grant that. That's no doubt.
No doubt. But guess what? There's going to be another Crystal. Because a restraining order, what's that? Okay, so now I can't use Crystal, but I can use someone else. There's going to be another Crystal in the form of another person, because no real action was taken. What's a restraining order? She could get a job with a restraining order, She'll get all benefits even with the restraining order. No, nothing.
No, you said, what? Okay, let me tell you what the restraining order is going to do for Crystal. Crystal's pretty much out of it, right? Crystal, once the judge grant her, say you can't come around her, can't come around her kids, and you can't speak about her on social media, right? So there goes Crystal. Crystal will be done. But now what Korra can do is turn around on the 19th and be like, Your Honor, I had to put a restraining order out on one of his lead
Most definitely.
orders. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the restraining order on the 6th will actually help her on the 19th.
100%.
She would say, I had to spend money, get an attorney, seek a restraining order against this woman that he brought to harass me, that he encouraged, incited, co-signed in harassing me. Okay. So that would look good for her. So Justin wants the judge to throw this out, because if the judge just throw it out the courtroom, just throw it out completely, then it'll look good for Justin. But the fact, if the restraining order does get granted, which I believe 100% that it will get granted, that's going to be a shot or a hit against Justin come the 19th. Because it's his supporter. It's his friend. You understand what I'm saying? His friend. So that will be a slap for him. And he doesn't want that. That's another reason why I believe he's been silent and not online. Because he knows that the days are coming and he's helping Crystal, obviously, right? He's helping her because he's really hoping and praying on Tuesday that everything's get dismissed, but it's not.
Can I say one more thing, Amor?
Sorry.
I think people are misunderstanding. I am not placing blame on Korra at all. What I am saying is that because Korra is the innocent one out of the three of them involved, right? Korra is the one that has to fight for the children. We all know the father was the blame. That's why I said, I don't want anyone to think I'm placing blame on Korra. I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I was responding to Emerald's comment. She said, caller, she said, I lost the comment, but she said, speaker, whose fault is it, Korra or her ex? I am not placing blame on Korra at all. I'm just saying that Korra needs to fight because she's the innocent one out of the three. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, no, I got what you were saying. You're basically saying you would like to see her do more, but you're from America, aren't you?
I'm Black American, born, raised, yeah.
Okay, and see, so I understand where you're coming from because see, in America, we would go to the extent. We wouldn't stop at the restraining order. We want the restraining order. We want the criminal charges. We want the lawsuit. We want you do it again, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So we want it all. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's some people that's probably not here in the United States are, and I understand it both ways. I understand the restraining order is a start.
Latanya, sorry.
Go ahead. Well,
Hi, Amara, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I jumped in because I wanted to come from another perspective from what Latanya is saying. Hi, Latanya. Good evening.
Hey, Tonya.
Hey. Evening in Nigeria. Okay, so Latanya, I'm going to come from a place of so Korra is in another country, fresh country, never been to this country before, got into this country through marriage. If you read her book, you remember that there were times, you see the emotional manipulation. The reason why you see it feels like Korra is, boxed into a corner is because 2 years actually doesn't take away what a narcissist does to you. And that's the truth. Sometimes, I don't know if you watched Korra's live, where a woman, an African American woman, said that she literally sleeps with I think a GUN or a machete
close to her, she binds her door like she's in some cell over narcissistic abuse, right? If you read Korra's book, Korra talked about how sometimes a police car can just be passing on its own, probably just going somewhere for a routine check. And this man will tell Korra that they are coming to take her children. Imagine years of, as in, this is not, it didn't span up to just, it was not just a few months. Years of being told this. Mental conditioning to feel that you can never get help here. You have no mother here, no sister, no family. Don't forget that the likes of LA Mom came after the abuse. They were not in her life when the abuse was happening. She didn't know them, right? It was after he did what he did that, she started to find them one after the other. Now, I don't even think that when the first TRO that Korra took against Justin, I don't even think that Korra understood the magnitude. You see, when you love somebody, when you are married to somebody and you love them, sometimes you are in denial of who they really, of what you were married to. You be like, no. That's why you see sometimes a
Sonia,
woman would have
I'm gonna ask
endured
you a
RA.
question before you, Sonia. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna ask you one question before you continue. Were you actually listening
Yeah.
to what I was saying, or was you listening so you can get up and
I
respond? Just
no, I
think
was
about
listening to everything you were
it,
saying. You
and
said
everything
that
you
you
just
don't
said,
think
I
that Korra
mentioned.
that you said. Wait,
I
hold
mentioned
on. You
cultural.
said that the
I
system gave
mentioned
Korra
cultural
power.
differences.
That's what you
I
said.
mentioned
One
cultural
at a
differences.
time. One at a time. One at a
I
time.
mentioned cultural differences. I mentioned that she just wants peace because he keeps whispering in her
No, it
ear.
has nothing to do
And
with
so I
culture.
said I
No, it
understood.
has to do with culture because someone like me, also I'm going to put in the temperament part of it. Somebody like me, it might not maybe because I'm friendly. I'm not natural. If I get into a place, I'm social. Korra seems more like somebody who is, she mans her space, right? But I also said that even with someone like me, I can be tortured enough. It has to do with culture. It just because narcissistic abuse does not know culture. What I'm saying to you is that it is that the narcissistic abuse made her helpless. Now, here's the thing. I don't even think that Korra understood what she was dealing with. I think Korra thought, you know what, let's just get a divorce. You go your way, I go my way. But Justin said, never. You're not going anywhere. That's why in fact, that's the person that was talking before. I wanted to jump on and give her a kiss. Justin is a slave. I can bet you his forefathers didn't just have slaves, they probably RAP'd some, right? Because he has the slave mentality that sometimes is embedded in people's DNA. He would not let her go. And it has nothing to do with fighting. Because if you can fight narcissistic abuse, there won't be so many materials about narcissists. Let me tell you the truth. If Korra likes, let her fight from now to tomorrow. Mark my word, Amora. She's going to do this for 18 years. He's going to try this, and if it's not going to work, he's going to think of something else to scheme and try again. He's not stopping. And I know it's one thing that we don't want to hear, but it's the truth. Even if Korra becomes Thanos tomorrow, Korra is now the Avengers. And then on top of being the Avengers, she becomes a Thanos. Justin Dean will not leave her alone. He's going to try. Let me tell you, the only reason a narcissist will leave you is that you're a failure. That's the only reason they leave you alone. They finished you. That's the only reason.
He'll leave you alone when?
Sorry?
You said a narcissist
Leave
will
you alone. Yes.
What did you say? He'll leave you alone when?
No, I said the only time a narcissist will leave you alone is if you're finished. When you're finished. The only reason why Justin is still going after Korra is because she has a home. She's doing well. She's still loved. But I swear, if she was homeless,
it's because she gave
if she
up
was
that
homeless.
DVRO. It's because she gave up that DVRO. If he would have done this stuff, and she still had that DVRO, and he's doing this stuff now, he would be in jail. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Yes,
it's not as easy as
a restraining order.
Should I say something to you?
Crystal
Yes.
should have been in jail. Do you know
Yes.
Crystal has stalking cases as far back as 2001? You would think that in a system that says it works, Crystal should be in jail. She'll probably never meet Korra. But the system is what it is. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go well, right? So
No,
it
you
doesn't
have no.
work like that.
It does work like that, Sonia. That's what I'm. It don't take what Justin said at face value when he said they don't enforce it. It can be enforced. If he
Okay, let me say
violated
this.
that protection order, if he you're talking to someone who was in a narcissistic relationship, right? And I had a restraining order against my ex, right? He almost went to jail because guess what? I was making them enforce it. That's what I'm trying to
Latanya,
get
I
you
want
to
to say this to
understand.
you.
But
Should I say
Latanya,
this to you?
what Sonia is saying
Lata-
is, let me explain what Sonia is saying. Sonia is basically saying Korra is the reason why she was lenient. Let's just say that, use the word lenient on Justin, is because one, she just wanted the divorce to be over, and she didn't understand the level of narcissistic abuse that she was in, one, and that she was going to have to continue. He is her kid's father. She was looking at it like, hey, we get a divorce, you go your way, I go my way, we co-parent these kids. She didn't know the level of narcissistic abuse that she was in with this man. This man, she
They got
realized
that.
after the fact how
They got
horrible
that
he really
point,
is.
Amora. They got that point of view from me. I've been in this saga from the very beginning as well. I've always said that they got that point of view from me. What I'm trying to get everyone to understand is, yes, that's in the past, right? That happened. However, there's been so many opportunities where Cora could his neck under her foot, and she keeps letting them slip by. It has to come a point in time where she's no longer allowing it to slip. But that point of view that Sonia
Latanya,
brought up came from me.
But do you
You
think her
know, a
saying
couple of
that
years.
he worked
Latanya,
for
sorry,
19?
Amoira, I need to point out something to Latanya. So Latanya, so I know you know that I have a non-profit, and one of the things I do is gender-based violence. When it comes to sexual abuse, domestic violence like physical assault and all that. Let me say something that people don't know. And a lot of women don't know that. The statistics of women who have been unalived happened when they left. More women have died after they left an abusive situation. And those women had TROs. I'm telling you. They went, in fact, there's a particular woman. There was a story I watched one day on YouTube. I was messed up for days because she did everything right, just like you're saying. She's a white woman who married a white man, but he's a narcissist. Now, what did he do? Not only did the courts allowed for 50-50. So not only she was fighting, see, she fought and she had a father who was her backbone because lawsuits can get you bankrupt. And this man was fighting alongside his daughter. You know what that guy did? He kidnapped her, took her to somewhere a day before the next hearing for her to get full custody of her children because he ran to another country with the child, and I don't know how the United States was able to get them back into the United States, took the children away from him and gave it back to her. So they were going to court for the final. He was on bail. He was let out on bail. Guess what? He took her to his father's barn, unalived her and unalived himself. The truth is, we think narcissistic. You know, sometimes people carelessly say, "Oh, no," like when you hear Korra's haters say she's a narcissist. She's a narcissist. Sometimes we throw these words around carelessly. Korra is dealing with Hitler. She is dealing with a combination of Saddam Hussein, Hitler, Idi Amin, Ted Bundy in one person.
Do you know
In
what full
one
custody
person.
would give
I'm
Cora?
sure that.
Do you know what full custody would give Cora the benefit to do so that she can escape that type of situation, which could possibly happen? Do you know what full custody would do for
Actually,
her?
full custody might even listen. Latanya, do you realize that full custody can get him to unalive her?
I mean, a man in the United States
He would have to know her
unalive his
location.
son, his 18-year-old son, for wanting. I think we should watch more of crime stories so that we can understand, especially crime stories in families, right? This man was abusive to his wife. His wife is a foreigner. He's white. He knew the judges. I mean, he literally was going to the same churches as these judges. He's a rich, I think he was a doctor, a rich guy, and he bought his way through the legal system. They gave him full custody. Let me tell you something. They made it so bad that a judge ruled that his wife cannot sue him for another 5 years for those children. Guess what? His son, his 18-year-old son, decided that he was going to fight for custody of his sister. He killed his son, his own son, not somebody. I think we're looking because I don't know. I think maybe because we watched this happening, and thank God it hasn't gotten so bad. We don't realize that when you're dealing with a person like this, you gotta be careful. Korra was almost unalived in the UK. We seem to forget it, that it is already getting there with this man. So, do you know what, let's say, a full custody would have done immediately? The United States, do you know how many women die every day? The statistics say 1 in 5 women
That's a
are
person
killed, and
operating
mostly
in
by their
fear, Sonia.
significant other. Most of those women have a TRO.
That's operating in fear. That's operating in fear. And at this moment, you can't fear your narcissist. You have to stand 10 toes down with your narcissist, Sonia. What you're stating is factual, right? However, that's operating in fear. If Korra gets full custody and she could prove to that judge that she fears for her life, Justin does not have to know her location. And then Korra can have supervised visitation if she still wants him to see the children. But he does not have to know her location.
Latanya,
It's
Justin doesn't
called
have to
no
know her
contact.
location in a
It's
country
called,
that it takes you $20 to know somebody's full address. Do you know how
not if you
porous
not if
the American government, the Nigerian American system is? Literally, people dox people online. They just pay $20 and your name, your address, your phone number, everything is out there. All they need to know is your real name.
there are
That's all they need to know.
ways that you
So
can
he's gonna find that anyway.
No, there's ways that you can do that. There's ways that you can protect your location, your everything. There's ways that you can do it. You just have to be careful. But it's called no contact. That's what it's called. And anybody, if you go on these platforms where people talk about narcissism, the main thing they stress is no contact. None. So there's ways around it. You can't make excuses when you're dealing with a narcissist. If you make excuses, because your excuses give them loopholes. You have to fight. You have to.
So Amora, many years ago, right, when women are in marriages where they're being beaten, I used to look at them like very stupid women. Very stupid. Like, why would you stay in a marriage where you're going to get killed and all that? But as years went by, I decided to have like a real conversation with victims and people who are in the marriage and people who have gone out. The truth is that many of these women don't even realize the type of abuse, because physical abuse starts with emotional, mental, financial before it becomes physical. So this person has you wrapped up. He would bully you. So how can somebody who's been so battered fight? How can? I'm not saying that she should not fight. Please understand where I'm coming from, right? I'm saying to you that there's a grace I give her, and the grace I give her is that abuse doesn't just start physically. Justice abuse did not start when he came out to call her a whore. His abuse started as soon as she entered the country. You are telling someone to fight, someone that did not even know that she could buy a house, because the man she was married to, the man who she was married to, told her that buying houses in America is for poor people. And And she would believe it because and honestly, don't blame her. That's the man she loved. She would never think that he was doing anything to jeopardize her life. She believed him, just like I believe my husband right now. And without, I might not even know until somebody points it out to me and say, gosh, you're being abused. And we don't even know if Korra even had it. Because if you look at everything that's happened before, leading down to the abuse, you will see that it felt like it was even condoned. You understand? And it's not her fault. It also comes from a place of how sacred we see marriage. You understand? So yes, I believe that Korra should fight. But I also know that Korra is aware that she can go bankrupt. And Latanya is the truth. There are many billionaires who don't even have $100,000 in their account today because of lawsuits. And that is the aim of a narcissist. They want you. There was a video that Ajana shared. I watched it, but I couldn't comment. At that video, the woman said she had left the children. She was tired. I'm so sorry. A call was coming in. She had left the children because she was tired. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I
Oh,
can hear
Yeah,
okay.
we can
The
hear
woman
you.
said she had left the daughter for her narcissist because she was tired of fighting. Because a narcissist will never see, even if Korra gets justice and she's giving full custody of the children. Mark my word, except Korra goes extinct, no social media, which is her source of income. Nothing. Nobody knows where Korra is. Korra walks around maybe with a niqab. I promise you, he's not going to leave her alone. He
So
would
let me ask you
never leave
this.
her
Do
alone.
you think she's doing everything correctly?
Do I think that she's doing everything correct? So here's the thing. I know that there are other things that Korra can do. And that's the honest truth. I know that there are things that I think that she should explore. I know that there are avenues that I think she should go into. Right? But think about it.
I think something happened to her.
Yeah. Cool.
Um, Latanya, let me say this. I see where you're going, but you do know in the state of California that 9 times out of 10, the only way Cora will get full custody and supervised visitations, that she would have to prove drug abuse, physical abuse. She would have to be able to prove, things like that, criminal activities. If she's not able to prove that, she would not get full custody and supervised visitation, and neither will he. You have to
Now,
prove that person to be unfit.
right. Now, before this, I never said that she should go for full custody because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They found a groove, right? But now, this is neglect. Number one, it happened under his roof. Number two, he didn't take any action towards the person who did it under his roof. In fact, he was protecting her and even tried to do a deflect campaign when he brought in the other platform. The I don't know if you like name being called. That's why I'm not saying the person's
Yeah,
platform.
no, don't call her name.
Yeah, so that in itself is neglect and putting the children in harm's way, right? So that is enough. This is the first time I said that I believe Cora should get full custody and
Okay, you say custody, you
legal
mean
and
full
physical.
legal or full
Both.
physical?
I think it should be both. This only because of what happened. Had those videos never came out, right? This would have been an ongoing thing. That would have been ongoing had those videos never came out. That's the only reason why I think this time around, gloves off. I had full custody. I gave you 50-50, and this is what you did with our children. No, no, no. I have to take my control back. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. That's it. I know Cora, I know it's cultural, right?
But I'm not looking at it from a point of protection for Korra and Korra this and Korra that. I'm looking at it as a way of how can the children be protected? And the only person between the two that can protect the children is Korra. That's why I keep saying she needs to fight, not for herself, but for her children.
I
That's
think
it.
she's I think she's moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? The
Okay.
fact that she is taking him to court, actually he filed and she ended up doing a counter, which I believe that she should have filed first, but nevertheless, whatever. He got one up on her when he filed first. You know what I mean? But anyway, I do believe her getting a lawyer and going to fight him back, countersuit him. I do think that she's going in the right direction. I just hope that she asked for for all of these charges that he keep bringing against her to be dismissed with prejudice, meaning that he cannot come back to court again. Because if she does not do that, I guarantee you within 12 months, she will be back in court spending more money, because that's what narcissists do. They try to drain your pocket. So if her lawyer does not ask for this to be dismissed with prejudice, we will be talking about this again, unfortunately, because he will try again.
Totally agree. And I'm not saying she's not moving in the right direction. I just want her to move in that direction with aggressiveness. That's it.
Well, her court date is on the 19th. She has an attorney. Her attorney is a Black female that has been through narcissistic, well, she just said abuse, relationship abuse. So because of that, I'm gonna assume that she kind of knows what Korra is dealing with, so to speak. So I'm happy about that. I think I was more pissed off about Crystal trying to play the Karen, and then say that she's abusing the American system. Like, oh my God. Like, because the way she said it is like, the system is for me, not her, Your Honor. It's for me. It's to protect me, not this Nigerian girl, Like, oh my God, Crystal, really? So I think, let's get past Tuesday, but I think that, everything is going to be fine. We have to understand that God still has Korra covered no matter what, But I do believe that because Korra has so many eyes on her, unfortunately, she will have to move different. I know a lot of people are like, oh no, she shouldn't have to move different. It's her life, this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? When you're in the public eye like that, you have to be super duper careful. You just do. She has to move different. She is famous. She is, whether she want to take it as this or not, she is famous. She is a celebrity. She has to move different, period. She has to move different. She has to do things different. She has to parent her kids different in the camera. She has to be different. She has to, because if not, she's going to be scrutinized.
I'm going to drop her more, but thank you for allowing me to come up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Korra is going to have to move differently. It may not sound good to the supporters, but she's just going to have to. She is a public figure, and she's just like Cardi B has to move different, when it comes to her kids online, and Beyonce has to move different when it comes to her children online. Like, when you are a celebrity like that, and your kids should be the priority. And because there's evil people out here that we've seen with our own eyes that will call the schools, and because how in the hell do they know what school Junie went to? They should never, ever know what school your child goes to. No one should know where your kid go to school. Nobody. Not on the internet. You got to be careful with that type of stuff. Sharing your life is one thing. Share your life don't mean that you got to share your kids' life. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she shouldn't be allowed to post her kids online. I believe that if he's allowed, she should be allowed, right? But she has to be more careful. No one should have known that where her kids went to school. And Justin may have told her, who knows? I don't know, but she should not have displayed that. This is America, and she in California, like one of the most dangerous states in America. You know? So I just, or if she's going to live like this, where her life is on display, then she needs security. When she leave her house, she needs to have security with her and her children. She says kids have to be protected, and whoever gave out that information should be punished. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know who gave out the information, but that is horrible to give out. Let me tell you something. As much as I love my members, y'all know I love y'all, but a few of y'all had asked me what college your daughter go to. Remember, y'all? Raise your hand if you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, a couple of y'all asked me before she graduated from college. Y'all was saying what college she go to, and I said, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. I'll tell you after she graduates. Remember that? I said, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. And a couple of y'all was like, come on, Amore, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not telling you what school my daughter goes to. And that was college. And hell, she's 22 years old, and I wasn't telling y'all what college she went to because I didn't want nobody to come up to her damn school and harass her because I would take a charge. So I was like, nah, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. I can't tell y'all that until she graduates. And I ain't even talking about no 4 or 5 year old. I'm talking about a whole adult, right? But I was not about to tell y'all what college my daughter, because I know I have haters. I know I have people that don't like me, so they will try to, get to my kids, My daughter, because my son is grown. My daughter grown too, but she ain't as grown. But I go ham and I get in trouble, So with that information, with that being said, either she needs to hire security for every time she walk out that door with her and her children, or she needs to be a little bit more cognizant of what part of her life she shows. Everybody shouldn't have front row seat in your life. They don't deserve it, And I just hope, I know she likes to be transparent, and I love her transparency, but everybody don't deserve front row seat, baby. Girl, don't give them front row, honey. Let some of them jokers sit in the back, baby. Don't let them sit. Everybody don't need to know everything that's going on every second of the day. No. Yep, and you know what? And another thing, I do believe that Korra can use the fact that video that he gave the bloggers that don't like her, he gave them her phone number and her sister's phone number. He leaked that information to bloggers that don't like her. Like, she could literally get him in trouble for that. She definitely has harassment charges on Justin. Absolutely have harassment charges for him. It's just a matter of if she's going to do it or not, So Korra is no longer just a content creator. She is a celebrity, and no one should have access to her or her children. That she is a celebrity, but I'm going to say this. And I think she knows she's a celebrity, but I don't think it's like she really, really knows, because she's very free-hearted, free-spirited, and she be out and about. Korra, you a celebrity, girl. You can't move the same way you used to, boo. You can't. You a celebrity, girl. And as she grows, right? As she grows, meaning grow in, in her entertainment business, part of it, singing part, dancing part, she has to even be more careful. There's a content creator, and I'm not saying this to scare nobody, but there is a content creator that they said was flaunting online, right? She showed some houses she bought, some jewelry, whatever the case may be. And next thing you know, somebody broke into her home and unalived her. Now, I'm sure you guys heard about that or whatever, but here in America. But yeah, you got to be careful. When you get up that high, you really, really have to be careful. I mean, that's why I think it's safe for everybody to exercise your Second Amendment, baby. But you know what I mean? But you have to be careful with showing everything. You know, that's all of us content creators, but the ones that got money, them the ones that people would target first. She said, Korra is very calm. Not every woman will put up with this nonsense. I would definitely not put up with it. I would have to go to jail. You know, and I do believe that Korra has a soft spot, so to speak, for her kid's father. In essence of, I don't want to bury him. You understand what I'm saying? I want him to leave me alone, but I don't want to, I don't want to keep him away from his children and stuff like that or whatever. So, but I just hope she realized, like Sonia said, Justin is not going to change. He's always going to be the same. He's always going to, let me tell you something, he's going to harass her forever, at least until the kids are grown and gone. And he probably harass her after they're grown, but he's going to harass her. Even if he get another relationship, I still believe that he will still harass her, right? He will still harass her. He will still drag her to people, whether it's on social media or not. He's still going to try to minimize her, put her down, as long as she's here in America. Even if she wasn't in America, he's going to try to drag her, harass her, bash her, put her down. And it's going to, even if he takes it offline, it's going to be to those girls. He's going to do that. He's going to do it. All narcissists does it, And it's unfortunate that they flying monkeys don't see it, but they do it. Well, let me ask y'all something. I need y'all to answer me this in the comments. Do you think calling somebody 30 times is harassment? Would you say somebody calling your ex 30 times? And when I say your ex, I mean your ex-husband, somebody you ain't even together with no more. Y'all have kids though. Do you think that's harassment, calling somebody 30 times? I see one person say yes, two people say yes. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's harassment too, right? But the thing about it is, if you tell people this person called this person 30 times, they won't even believe it. They'll say, you lying, that didn't happen. The flying monkeys will actually say that. But this is happening in real life. Real life. Anyway. Oh, Jesus, honey, baby, child. I don't know, only thing we can do is thank God that we don't have to live this, but we extend our hands in prayer to Korra that, to be honest with you, her support system can't leave her. She will forever need a support system. For somebody, for her ex, she would forever need a support system for her ex, period. She said, if he stopped harassing her online, he would do it offline. MB, you better say it loud. You better say that loud, because that's exactly what he'll do. If he stopped harassing her online, he would definitely continue offline until you call 911, baby. Get some charges taken out on him, you know what I mean? But yeah, and we'll come out here and lie to the supporters. Lie. She said, yes, even 5 times is enough calling. Yes, but 30 times. What would be the reason? Tell me that. What would be the reason that you call somebody 30 damn times back to back? What would be the reason? There is none, right? There is no reason, not even your husband. Your ex is one thing, but even if your husband call you 30 times, you're going to question. You're like, what the hell is wrong with you, right? Aren't you going to ask your spouse, what the crap is wrong with you that you call me 30 times, right? So why in the world your ex, especially when they say they ain't want to be with you, they left, they filed and all that crap or whatever. What would make them call you 30 times back to back and then question you about your new relationship or about, you allegedly being pregnant or something, huh? What would be the reason? Why would your ex-husband call you 30 times, 30 plus, 39 times. Let's be exact. 39 times to talk to you about something that don't really even have nothing to do with y'all. Anyway, I thought I just asked y'all a question. That's crazy, huh? Crazy work, crazy work, crazy work. Okay, she said we had a pastor who showed his wealth, his jewelry, his wife, and they came on the church while he was doing his service and robbed him. Are you talking about the one in New York, Dion? The one in New York, the one that's in jail right now? Bishop, I wanted to do a story on him. What was that guy named? Bishop, I can't think of his name, but he in jail right now, right? I can't think of the guy name. I'm looking at his dark-skinned face, but I can't think of his name. He actually a cute guy. But I know I can't think of his name, but he in jail. Yeah. They call him the flashy pastor or something like that, the flaunting pastor or name brand, something like that. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of that guy name, but yeah, Bishop somebody. Whitehead, that's right. Bishop Whitehead. That's who he is, Bishop Whitehead. Yeah, he's arrested for fraud. She said, I don't care who you are, but if you call me 30 times, I'm gonna block you and call when I feel like it. Don't care if we have kids or not. 30 times is excessive, huh? But believe it or not, flying monkeys will find a reason to justify that. You know what I'm saying? They'll say something like, oh, well, you know, you should have answered the first 38 times and he wouldn't have had to call you to 30. Listen, they will find a way to justify it. You hear me? Well, and you wouldn't have answered, he wouldn't have had to keep calling. Hey, you guys, I am going to thank you guys. I've been on for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Are there any questions for me as far as any questions for me? I'm going to go over the coffees because I see some of you guys sent me some coffees. Let me pull that up while you guys ask me any questions that you have. But hey, only thing I can say is we could just be praying right now for Korra. And we'll still cover it. You know, we have to wait till Tuesday. I mean, hey, it's getting close, honey. It's getting close. It is getting close. She said he doesn't love his children, point blank, period. Point blank, period. He does not love his children. If he did, he wouldn't stand up alongside with his ex-wife to get rid of the crazy women that was taking pictures of his children. Yeah, something ain't right, right? He'll rather stand, protect her, which is crazy to me, knowing that she has a whole damn, knowing that she has charges of harassment on her profile. Damn, Justin, you crazy. You know? She said, I think there will be criminal charges after the mediation scared Justin when he could no longer manipulate her. Thanks some more. I would love it if you could cover some videos that Crystal deleted. Most of us have the videos if you want. Yes, if you send me the videos, like the one that somebody sent me today, I've never seen that video where she's saying, you know, I do think I saw it on somebody else's page, but I vaguely remembered it. The one that she said, what's the fourth room for? So yeah, send them to my inbox on Facebook. Send them to my inbox. If they're too long, then send them to talkaboutitwithamore@gmail.com. The same name as my page. Spelled the same and everything. Talkaboutitwithamore@gmail.com. It's my prayer that Korra lawyer is using today to gather all the evidence against Crystal and ready to debunk her lies. Yes. Korra will lose all of her support if she doesn't do something. She what? She day play with these people. If she doesn't take off the gloves and stop the nonsense with I want their dad in their life, she will regret it. I understand wanting your kid's dad in their life, but Justin is a narcissist and he's working to turn Junie against her. I hate to say that, but he is. And he's gonna work on Athena as soon as Athena can get to the level of understanding. But that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get Junie to dislike her mom. That's what I see now, you know. My opinion, honey, and I got a right to have my opinion. You know what I mean? All right, let me give some of these shout outs to the beautiful people that sent me coffees. I appreciate you guys so very much. I have a Lady V. I don't know if I said thank you to you, Lady V. I think I did Black Swan. Yeah. And Lady V and Valerie Smith, thank you for 3 coffees. Glenn, is my girl Glenn in here? My girl Glenn bought me 20 coffees. 20. Ooh, Jesus. Merciful. I love it. Thank you so much, Glenn, for the generous coffees. I appreciate it. She says, coffee, coffee, coffee. Enjoy your coffee, Madam Goat, Madam Goat. Thank you so much. And Valerie said, keep it coming. Enjoy your day. Thank you for 3 coffees, Valerie. Yasmin, thank you for 2 coffees. She said, have a great weekend. Lindell, she said, anytime you come, please let me know. Okay, I ain't going to tell them where you live. But she gave me, how many coffees is this? 15 coffees. Thank you so much, Lindell, for the generous amount. Thank you guys so very much. I do appreciate you guys. Hold on, let me read this right quick. She said, I absolutely disagree. I'm sorry, lady. None of us know her like that. We don't know what she's thinking. We only know what we're seeing on social media, and it's not good to judge by what you see on. What do you mean, Hazel? You disagree with Justin trying to turn Junie against Korra? You disagree with that? You disagree with Justin trying to turn Junie against Korra. How do you not see that? How do you not see that, Hazel? I definitely see it. The fact that he's, calling her a monster in front of his girls, right? The fact that he's saying things like she needs to stop shaking her bum and stuff like that in front of the girls when it was perfectly fine when they were together, right? I absolutely believe that he's trying to turn the gray. Listen, trust me. The fact that he said, I'm going to cuss you out pretty much in front of the girls until they're 18 years old, that says that he's going to try to turn the girls against Korra. The man asked for full custody with no visitations whatsoever to the mom. That's what he asked for. Let's not forget that. He's absolutely trying to turn the girls against, right now, Junie against Korra, The girls are not old enough to decide whether they want to live, and the courts would never ask them at this age. That's true. They can't decide right now. Amor, what about M? He allegedly M'd June. Remember when Korra was on live? Yes, but you know what? I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't even know if that's even up for discussion anymore in the courts. I don't know. But who knows? Because you know what? Mediation was not reached, and it may be addressed on the 19th. It may be addressed. Korra needs to sit down with a lawyer and get serious. And yes, Justin is working the kids to hate their mother, but he will fail miserably. Yep. She said, wow, this is ridiculous. This woman is not the only one that got a divorce from a white man. God help Korra. Man, I feel sorry for her because we cannot put everything on this woman. No, we're not putting nothing on Korra. Korra just needs to be careful because I think Korra is bigger than what she realized she is. You know what I'm saying? I think Korra still thinks that she's just little old Korra. Well, she's big Korra, but she has to move like big Korra, She's not little Korra no more, unfortunately. She's not. She said, June already told Korra she's a great mom, and this probably pissed him off. Ooh. Yes, yeah, Junie does love their mama. More on the live this morning, Junie said she wants to go to her. She wants to go to her what? What is that? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie said she wants to go to her what? What does that say? Junie sa Tell me what's that mean? Did she say she want to go to her dad? Her family? Oh wow, she did? Why? Why did she say why? Dang. Yeah, I think something up with that, honey. I think something is up with that. She said, I've been hearing that long mouth is stirring trouble up now. She's saying a lot of mess about Poppy Obidi. I am sure you will be hearing more. Yeah, she just, that lady is, I think because she's used to dating older guys, you know, from what I heard, allegedly. Allegedly, she's used to dating older men, and I think that she's probably upset that Papa Obidi has never came on to her. That's what I think. That's what I think, okay? Thank you, Lady V, for the coffee. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Somebody told me to check my messages. Let me check it right quick before I depart. I'm going to go get in my pool, y'all. Okay, let me see. I don't see it. You said check where? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. It's opening up now. It don't have a volume. Oh, let me see.
Today of a video. What the fuck is going on in that house? Seriously, what is going on in that house? You know, if anybody calls CPS, I don't blame them. I mean, come on. These children are traumatized. Too traumatized. A year-old and 4 years old. Why are these kids so traumatized at such a young age? I mean, come on. Crying and screaming. Are they getting cold baths? Is that why? Is the nanny abusive? Is that why?
This lady is nuts. I'll break this down tomorrow, you guys. This lady is nuts. I can't believe somebody just sent me another video of the freaking lady, Crystal lady, right? Of her talking about the cold baths and stuff like that at Korra's house, you know, Justin's house. Anyway, we'll break that down tomorrow. But this lady is crazy. I'm talking about straight crazy. Oh my God, that's just nuts. Absolutely nuts, you know? Anyway, I'm about to get off. I will be coming back tonight at 7, but we will have to finish up Derek and Danae's interview. So we will come back and talk about Crystal tomorrow. So I'll do Crystal in the morning, and I need to finish up Derek and Danae for the evening. So if anybody don't know, Derek Jackson, he's a big social media influencer, have over 3.7 million followers. Well, y'all know he cheated on his wife with multiple women, and his wife stood beside him through it all, and he still chose to divorce her. Yeah, even though she stood with him with the cheating, the neglect, the mistreatment, all that, she stood beside him. She fought off, you know, people that talked against him and her marriage, and he still ended up divorcing her. Well, she just came out with a book. So we will be going over a little bit of her case tonight until we finish it out. So 7 o'clock. Oh, I forgot about Ask More today, Friday, isn't it? Ooh, and I got a question. So we're going to do the Ask More first, and then we're going to get right into Danae and Derek Jackson's case, okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all a little bit later. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Appreciate y'all so very much. Talk to y'all later. Bye.